there? What's happened there?
Hey,
Here we
we're
are.
all here.
We're all here.
Well,
Hey up. It's like the Brady Bunch.
we're missing one, but look, I'll explain why in a split second. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Scott's Christmas party. I've made a sign especially for it. I've gone all out. I've got lights. I've got the Christmas suit. We're all in.
Have we got a spread?
Well, that might come later after all the beer. Introducing my guests for this evening. Two absolute. The word legend is bandied around far too much in this world, but within the beer tube community, these two, I think they were within weeks of each other starting. And I think there should be a 10-year anniversary stream for the two of them.
Yeah.
Just knocking it out there. Two absolute legends of the YouTube beer reviewing scene. This guy here, one of my best friends, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, and this guy who I've got the enormous amount of time for. It's JB, Northern Southern Beer Reviews. Guys, thank you very much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Absolute honour, mate.
And we are waiting. We are waiting one who's from All the Beer No Idea. It's Baz. Baz is going to be about half an hour late because his wife hasn't got his dinner ready for him, and I think she should be sacked. If I'm honest, it's an absolute fucking disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. Absolute disgrace. How dare she? But yeah, I haven't done it. I think the last Christmas one I did was about. I closed myself off to people. I think people are going to know this. I closed myself down. Didn't really want to interact with people, apart from my good friend up in the top right as you look at the screen, and JB to a certain extent. And I've tried to become a bit better person over the last few months and sort of put some bygones beside me and try and move on a little bit with my life. And I'm very, very happy to say that I haven't spoken to Barry privately for a couple of years. He came to my wedding, and I'm very, very pleased that Barry's agreed to come on. So waiting for Baz to come on. I know Dean, I've spoken to Dean about this. He knows how happy I am about this because it's a friendship that I should have tried to repair a long time ago.
I'm quite keyed up with it as well, to be honest. We haven't spoken to Barry for a while. I haven't done a live with him since I think the last time me and you did something with him. A couple of years back now. It's got to be.
I actually had a look. It was 2020. It was either 21 or 22, where there was me, you, Barry, and Chris did the Christmas party thing. So that's I think the last time I actually did a live with Barry was on his second birthday or third birthday stream, and I jumped on for a little bit. So I am genuinely, and I know Barry said on his his impromptu live a couple of weeks back that he was going to find it awkward, and I completely understand that. But from my point of view, I don't want to make you feel awkward. I just want to have a beer with a man and sort of let's move on from the shit that's happened.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair play.
A rubbish of all that shit. What are you drinking?
I'm slumming it.
What are you summing on?
Abbott's. Hey, I'll stay there, Dean. Stay there, Dean. So Dean's on the Abbott, so I don't know how to do it. So fuck it, can't bother.
Yeah, no. And 4 cans for £4 something, so I can't really argue with that.
Nope. Old Midnight Hen. You can't go wrong.
Old Midnight Hen. I've never had it before. I've done a load of hens over the years, but I've never done that.
Are they old hens though?
The old hens, old raggedy old hens. But it's nice to see the clear bottle again. It's nice.
I don't know if to show you my beer because
I think you should.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to. And the reason that I'm not going to is somebody sent it to me from has become a friend of mine. There's an unboxing video, so I'm going to tell you I've got a slightly West Coast IPA, but it's not.
It looks nice.
It is nice. And also, the first UK channel to review it a few years back, and then a company blocked the video. So I went back in today and sorted it all out, and that's live, but I've just done a review on that as well. So that'll come after Christmas, I would have thought now. Speaking in tongues. Speaking in tongues.
Speaking in tongues.
So
Instead
obviously
of-
we've not discussed if we were going to get any Christmas beers. I've not got any. I've literally gone as cheap as chips this evening because I don't drink in the week. I've had no time to prepare. I haven't been very well, so I've literally hot-footed it to Tesco to pick up a 4 for £7.
That's all right. I mean, I've scraped the bottom of the barrel, but I think I've just lifted the barrel up and scraped underneath it as well. But you know,
So let's get through some of these comments and we can have a chat.
yeah.
Stephen Butler, looking forward to this. Finished up early, fire roaring cold in one hand, sitting in the armchair with your plonkers on the telly. That's
Hey.
Oh dear.
Christmas. That's Christmas for you, Stephen. Well done.
Of course it is.
And my friend Barry the Bastard, wow, no expenses spared. That sign is fucking brilliant.
Right, yeah, it looks it.
Made it.
Work
That's
of art.
idea. That's Leah's idea. Being a bit remiss, not sharing us what you fellas are supping on. I hope that we've just solved that. What are you guys in the chat? What are you all drinking? That's always interesting to see. That dog's fucking barking. Eddie from the Op House. Evening, guys. This is like a group of beer tubers who I 100% respect. It's like Barry will belong in a minute. He'll ruin that. Food from afar, how are you? Gary G, absolute legend of my channel, one of my channel members, and a thoroughly decent guy. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Chris Martley, who was responsible for the vocation beer that me and Dean had while Bean had while we were here.
Top notch fodder that was.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Now we're talking legends here. We're talking legends
Dowling.
here, but he's in that category, this fellow here.
Yeah, Dave Dowling, the Urban Viking Ale Review. If you don't subscribe to Dave, go and give Dave some love. Been around for a long, long time as Dave. I think he has some health issues. Come back and really should have more subscribers than he actually does. Evening, Scott, Andrew, and Chris. Well, we'll go with that. Hi, Gary and Chris. Apologies for lovey-dovey comments as the Imperial Stout is kicking in. That's what we want to hear. So I've got the ginger ones just turned up. The dog. Right. Tony Fitzgibbons is drinking 1664.
Oh yeah.
Food from afar says first time in your life. Welcome. You're probably not going to like it. No one else does. Chris M says, well, I've had a shed full of ale and a belly full of kebabs. Happy as a pig and shit. G&T and I'll try and stay awake. Sounds like a fantastic Saturday evening. Andrew Green says he's on the Life and Death direct from over.
Oh yeah, like good old Life and Death.
Last time I had that had changed a little bit. I don't know if that's still the same or if it's gone back to what it used to be. I don't really know.
They rebadged it again.
Yeah, they've gone for another. Vocation have redone another badge and stuff, haven't they? I wish they just leave their stuff alone. To be fair,
I think they just do it, just to freshen up the range, don't they? Then keep people more interested in it. I think that's why they do it. It's annoying.
Yeah. So the trouble is for me, the old swirly whirly writing on vocation stuff. That was vocation for me, not all this other bollocks they've got going on. I like the swirly writing. You really stood with it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
It's never for the better, is it? When they do a rebrand, it's never for the better. It's always crap, really. I think.
Yeah, I agree. You get used to some sort of branding, and they just change it like that. It takes a lot to settle in, doesn't it? Really.
Well, I'd love to know some of these breweries that go through these rebrands, and then you look at it and you think, really?
Yeah.
Really? You think that's actually better?
Yeah. Yeah, they must pay a fortune to advertising consultancy and that to dream up all these wonderful ideas and that, but never really works sometimes.
Obviously, the worst one's Witchwood, isn't it? The Witchwood branding is fucking awful.
Oh, it's awful.
They butchered the hell out of that.
Yeah.
I watched your Tiny Rebel video, Was it Hop Summer, JB?
No, I hate it. I hate that beer.
The branding looked fucking rubbish, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did.
And the beer was cut by the sounds of it.
They brought out another one, didn't they? A winter one, winter hop slam or something. It looks absolutely terrible.
No, thank you.
I've had that.
No.
I've had that. I won that in a raffle. Genuinely, genuinely, I know it sounded like the start of a joke, but I did actually win it in a raffle, right? At the Brewers Tap. They did a tasting night that we ended up at. I think it was the week before last, where I got absolutely slaughtered at this tasting night, and I won it in the raffle, and I had it the next day. And being completely honest, it wasn't, and it's not saying a great deal. It wasn't the worst Tiny Rebel beer I've ever had.
No, I just find it irritating the way they advertise their stuff sometimes. You just.
Well, the annoyance with Tiny Rebel, and you guys will know this better than me. I'll get to you guys' comments in a minute in the chat. Once the actual poster boys ready for UK craft beer, one of them, Tiny Rebel, stand out, innovative, and then they just went down this heavy adjunct route and decided to ruin every beer they've ever fucking made with adjuncts and just rubbish.
I agree. I totally agree on that. There's nothing more really I can add to that, really.
Like they said, don't they, the Welsh Brewdog? I mean, that's been bandied around a few times, and they wear that label now, don't they?
I think they win it. I think they wear it with honour as well, Dean. Which is the shameful part of it. Is they don't appear to be shying away from it, so they're obviously happy with the moniker. But whereas before you'd see a Tiny Rebel beer, especially if it appeared in a supermarket, a bit like fucking Northern Monk now, because Christ knows what's happening with them. You think, fucking hell, that's going to be all right. Now you go up to a Northern Monk beer or a Tiny Rebel beer. What's that one?
That's that Unity Stout. Yeah,
I do have a can on it.
Oh yeah.
I was going to show you the beer I got then.
Damn. Sorry.
It came in the same box. I can't show you. But I do have a can on it. But yeah, it's like, I mean, Northern Monk were the standout in supermarkets. I mean, me and Dean had this conversation many times of supermarket beer brewer of the year, and now they're just fucking terrible.
Yeah, they are. I totally agree with you.
They've done some belters over the years, haven't they? They really. I mean, you know, the Death Star range, the Patrons Project stuff. I mean, there was some really top-notch supermarket beers going about back in the day, and they've just resorted to adjuncts, and I don't know. It's a shame, but it's just how it is now, isn't it?
I think we've adjuncts. When you go down the adjunct route, you're singling out the beer drinker, because not all beer drinkers like certain adjuncts, and I think for me, it's a risky route to take, really. I think for a brewery.
The trouble is, there's nothing for me. There's nothing wrong with adjuncts, as long as it's not, as long as it doesn't overpower everything else in the beer. Because if it's overpowering everything else in the beer, then just don't bother.
Absolutely agree on that.
Adjuncts work really well in imperial stouts and dark beers, I think.
Yeah,
I think you can get away with it in that. When you start pissing about with purees and stuff like that in IPAs, I think you're just on a downward spiral then yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
I mean, the one style of IPA I cannot stand is the milkshake IPA, because when you get a milkshake IPA, you just know it's going to be lactose heavy and it's going to be full of adjunct fucking puree and concentrate, and it's just going to be awful.
Yeah,
it is awful. It's a style I run away from. I just think it's just absolutely. It makes you feel sick. Some of them. Yeah, it's horrible.
Food from Afar says your Christmas video was the best laugh I've had in 2024. Thank you ever so much to JB, to Blue Van Man, to Paul from Rate My Beer, and I can't not mention Simon and his butter in his hair. So just thank you for getting involved. It is appreciated. Just a bit of fun. I enjoyed putting it together. I was saying to JB before Dean Dean joined. The unsung hero of that video actually was Wanda, because I put it took about 6 edits to get it what it's at, and she had a lot more input into that than people actually know, because she was my critique, and I don't take critic very well. And every time that she said it needed changing, I threw all my toys out of the pram, and until, because I thought it was okay. And Dean knows this. Dean's laughing because he knows. And I can genuinely say it is all the better for Wanda's input. So Wanda's not here tonight; she's on a Christmas do. But yeah, it's all the better, and I thoroughly enjoyed putting it together. It's good.
It was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. His way it was put together.
Paul Davies says, hello, all, going to try the Camden Zing tonight. Camden Zing is a decent, not just because they sent it to me, that is like a West Coast leaning. I described it as a West Coast Imperial Pale Lager. So it's got West Coast hops for a lager, which sounds a bit mad. It's in Sainsbury's, and I'd be interested to see you two guys review that.
I'll have a look in
because
Sainsbury's.
although they send it to me, it's probably the best IPL I've ever had, because I think they're shit generally.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look in Sainsbury's actually next week.
On paper, I think with a West Coast profile going into a lager, it works. I think.
Yeah. I think it had Centennial and Cascade in it. I think it's Centennial and Cascade. I might be wrong on that, but for me, it was really, really good.
Yeah, I always think lager's a nice blank canvas to add them hops into and give it a twist. I think it does work when it's done well.
And Paul also asks, what are your thoughts on Ampersand Brewery?
All right, yeah, I've had a few lately from them. Yeah, nice traditional brewery which can their beers as well. It's yeah, not bad.
I think I've had a chocolate stout from them. It's got a cow on it, because their branding's quite simple.
Yes.
But it's a standout sort of brand.
Is that the Nutella one? Is it
That's
the
yeah,
cow?
yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. Not bad at all.
I think I've had a couple. I don't think I've ever done anything on the channel with them, but I have had a couple people that stay in touch with my Untapped, which I'm far more active on Untapped than I've ever been, because I quite like Untapped. I've got into Untapped. I think I've done a couple of them at the Brewers Tap. So from what I've had, I think they've been all right, but I couldn't sit here and say I know every beer that I've had from them.
I mean, I think the beers I've had have been faithful to their styles and been tasty, and that's what you want, isn't it? It's
they're out Norwich way, aren't they, Ampersand?
Yeah, Suffolk, I think. But no, I've enjoyed them anyway.
Oh, I got that wrong the other day, because I did a duration beer. Was it Avalanche? I think I did, where I said that they were in Norwich, but they're in Suffolk, or the other way round. It's like, oh, that's me getting fucking hate mail again, death threats. love a death threat, me. Water off a duck's back.
you got broad shoulders, haven't you, mate?
Mate. Do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest. Dean's known me for a while now, and he knows I can get quite het up about things. But I've started going to. I'm going to preach a little bit now. I've been going to Andy's Man Club for 2 months, and it's changed my life. It really has. I didn't realise how much my divorce and not seeing my son had fucking affected me, and made me quite an arsey person at times. That could be hard to deal with, and I'm trying to change that. I'm almost 50, so it can't be a long process, because I'll be dead soon. But I am trying, at least. Not like you can say that, is it?
Not really.
So I've got a question for you two guys, because obviously you've been going again, and I've said this to Dean privately, JB. A mutual live stream for you two for your 10th anniversary next.
Oh, it'd be brilliant. I'll be brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm up for that. I'll be up for that.
What was your first beer you reviewed on your channel?
Yes.
And why did you turn the camera on to review it?
Oh, Dean? Do you want to go first, or?
Yeah, go on then. My first beer that I reviewed was from St. Petersburg. Sorry, Thornbridge, and it was their St. Petersburg Stout, Imperial Stout. And it was just from watching the likes of Real Ale Craft Beer, Hopzine, Adam's Craft Beer channel that he's packed it in years ago now. Rampant Lion, and yeah, Dave. He's in the comments,
Yeah.
David Dowling.
Yeah.
Because he's like wave one, isn't he, when it comes to that, the OG of beer
Totally
reviewers.
agree. Totally agree.
I just thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah. My first beer was Durham Brewery, Bede's Chalice. It was a triple. I didn't have any confidence whatsoever to go on YouTube. And the video's terrible. You can't see me face hardly in it. And it was through watching Terry K Beer Goggles reviews, absolutely besotted by Terry K Beer Goggles reviews, and watching David Dowling, who's in the comments. And that's why I think David Dowling is a YouTube legend, because he inspired me to get off my arse and do one. So that's where I came from.
So the next question is, what made you turn the camera back on again?
You want to go, Dean? Or shall I go? It's up to you.
I think you've just got to dip your toes in the water and give it a go, haven't you? You either, I mean, I've been going for 10 years. I don't regard myself as like I've achieved anything on here. I've enjoyed what I've done. There's been ups and downs, and then you just get on with it. And it's about the beer. It's about the beer for me.
Totally. I see it as a journey of learning.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we've all changed over 10 years, whatever we've done in our lives, and to still be here doing it, I feel I've got a little sense of achievement. And
when you say that, mate, because I think there's a lot to be said for that, because when you especially with beer, right? You see how many channels come and go. They think it's easy, and to be honest, it is easy. It's not, but to continually do something for an amount of time, especially 10 years. 10 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
It's a fucking long time. And to find the desire, the passion, the energy, and the will to keep doing something for 10 years is incredible. And you should both be really proud of yourselves. I think it's incredible. I really do.
Well, thank you. I'm quite humble, humble by that. Go
on. On the flip side of that, though, I mean, when you think, put it to mirror it back to Scott. I mean, the energy and the effort and the playing about with graphics and stuff like that on his videos. I mean, to be fair, me and you, JB, I know you had intros and stuff like that, but you just turn the camera on, review it, and then turn it off. I mean, with Scott, he puts little bits and pieces into his video, and
I've always
a lot of effort.
That's why I like Scott's channel. He's always put that extra effort in. He's gone the extra mile, and you can see it in the video as well. And I do enjoy watching you.
I think that's what's kept me going, to be fair, is that I like to change. Obviously, the channel's gone through different names of Wanda Beer Wonder, Beer Wonder, Scott Wanda's World, and Scott Reviews Things. I genuinely still myself as the new guy. I'm still the new guy on the town, because I had to adapt to losing Wanda. Wanda didn't want to know anymore for a myriad of reasons. Yeah. So whereas I had someone you got someone to fire off, that person's now gone. So you've got to fill that airspace with you. And that took me a long time. That took me a long time to. Me and Dean discussed this a lot at the time. Was I didn't know if I was going to keep going, because I didn't know if I could carry the video. It was hard, and that's probably where the editing came in. So I like doing the editing. I like doing the bits and pieces. I think that stands just my channel out just slightly from the others, but at the end of the day, I'm under no illusions anymore. And I think I said this in the Raggy video. I took some hate for, to be fair. I'm not going to sit and lie, but I wasn't trying to be a cunt. I was trying to help. The I think we all sometimes I've been there. You get delusions of grandeur, and you think you can have the biggest channel on the planet, and ultimately it never happens. So I'm at a space now. Wanda doesn't get involved in the channel anymore, so it's me doing what I want to do. I could do my stuff at my lunchtime. I could do a beer review, what I want, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I've made some good friends. Barry in the chat. Barry, hopefully he's going to join us. Baz from All Be No Idea. I've made some fucking whopping mistakes as well. I can't sit here and say I haven't. I've made some absolute fucking pearlers on YouTube. But I'm happy and I'm good.
You can put your hands up though, mate, and admit that you fucked up, and that takes some balls. You know what I mean? To say, look, yeah, I messed up, but I want to correct it, and that's what you're doing now, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, mate.
Yeah, I mean, life is a learning curve, isn't it? At the end of the day, YouTube is a reflection on that. That's the way I look at it.
Listen, if you make a mistake, that's absolutely fine. If you make the second mistake twice, all right. If you made that mistake 3 times, you're a bit of a fucking idiot. If you make it a 4th time, you're a fucking cunt, mate, and you should be locked up. So if you don't learn from your mistakes, there's a problem. Andrew Green says, Witchwood branding must be cheaper. White cans equals cheap. Oh, Barry was at the tap earlier. We haven't been out, Barry. Wanda is absolutely ram full of a chest infection. I'm not going to go into what happened earlier in the week with Leah because that's just a whole fucking different story and has been an absolute nightmare. Thankfully, she's all right now. I'm full of cold, so we've not been out at all this week, which is I've had to do a few more cans out of the beer calendar than I would have liked. I haven't run today because I haven't felt well, so I haven't been out. So this is my evening having a few beers. Central Station says, I'm drinking a Colonel Export Stout.
Ooh, nice.
You're
nice.
winning in life. You are winning in life, to be fair. That
Good beer.
Quality the Colonel. Oh, I've got a lot of time for them. Fantastic brewery.
David Thompson, the Northern correspondent for Scott Reviews Things. Evening drunks.
Well, we're not that drunk. Not yet, anyway.
What a time to tune in. Scott on a tiny rebel rant. That was about fucking half hour ago. How far behind am I in the comments? The tiny rebel are actually like Brewdog, which is a shame. Their cookie donut stout is good though. Is that the one that's in Sainsbury's?
Oh,
I will take a look at that. I
used to be a fan of Stay Puffed. I used to like that.
Fantastic beer, Stay Puffed, to be fair.
It was a good.
Yeah,
I haven't had it for ages.
Club Tropicana. I mean, that was. I don't know.
That was fantastic when it first came out. That. I remember that. Yeah.
Can't call it anymore now. It's called Tropica because Wham will get upset.
What was it?
I ordered a ton of Tiny Rebel last year. I palmed it off to my dad. Does this make me a bad son? It seems like it. Has he had you adopted?
It could be worse.
Just asking.
What about a Tiny Rebel Brewdog mix pack? You'd
be in the hate house at that point, wouldn't you? I used to be a massive fan of Vocation.
Send him to the gulag.
I used to be a massive fan of Vocation and Northern Monk, but their quality has decreased. Salt, on the other hand, except for that hooch thing, I've never picked the hooch one up. I've refused. I saw your review, JB. I don't think Dean's touched it either.
No. You don't bother. No. Don't bother.
There's not many supermarket beers that I do now, to be fair, really.
To be fair, I'm loving December. What's going on here? I'm loving December because everything, Jim, if you've ever watched it, people, everything that's come out of the calendar has been West Coast leaning. So I'm having a West Coast December. It's been fucking brilliant. And the wagon pitch from a Lucid Brewing, incredible.
Loved
Absolutely
it.
incredible.
Loved it.
Wanda's. The fact there's only 18 beers in the calendar because she ran out of money is incredible to me because it's fucking the woman's absolutely incredible. What do you think of Northern Rising?
I quite like it. Yeah, it does it. Does it for me, but it's the price.
I can't answer that. I haven't had it yet.
It's all right.
I
I think it's all right. But it's the price.
Are you going to pick that up, Dean? I'm not. I just didn't want to pick up a 4-pack.
What's that, mate?
That's the Northern Monk Timothy Taylor's stout that's in Morrison's.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it in mine.
Yeah, no,
It's
not in mine,
$6.50
mate,
for
to be fair.
4,
It's
you
like
see,
fucking-
and that's the problem for me.
Might as well fucking napalm that one over there, mate. It's fucking useless. Absolutely useless, that fucking Morrison's. I think Vocation is still a classy brewery. It's
Yeah, I
cheap
agree
run
with that.
fodder that taints their brand. Dave, I don't disagree with that at all. It's just if you're a craft beer virgin and you're walking in and you pick something off the shelf from them at the moment, are you going to go and want to pick something like they got the tropical world stuff and all this shit? No thanks.
I know we've had this conversation over many lives over the years, and I always go back to trying Punk IPA for the first time, and it was like, wow.
Yeah. It's a game changer, Punk IPA. At the time, wasn't it?
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Beavertown's Gamma Ray as well. That was another one.
That's another one, yeah.
That was another one which was a game changer.
I think I made the comment in the Camden beers. So obviously, the Camden town were very kind, and they lied to me basically because they said they watched some of my reviews. Well, that's a fucking lie. They haven't, have they? Because if they've watched any of my reviews, they're not sending me nothing. So they sent me the beers out, and you've got them who are owned by the biggest beer company in the world, AB and Bev, right? And then who don't touch Camden. And then you've got Heineken that have absolutely destroyed the Beavertown fucking beer range completely.
Yeah. I haven't had Beavertown for a long time.
None of this fucking opening cans on that and bottles are not showing it. Not on this channel, son.
The old proper job, though, that's good. I like that. That's a good beer.
In the proper job glass.
Yeah, it's St. Austell Brewery are fantastic. I always liked them.
What is everyone's view on Perfect Draft? It's sat over there. Lovely, lovely, lovely ornament.
I haven't got one, so I've got
one, and it's got a keg of Stella Unfiltered in there at the moment because that is my Achilles heel when it comes to macro lager.
I can't disagree with. I don't drink Stella Unfiltered, but I have had a keg of that. I think the last keg I had was the Life and Death. But Stella Unfiltered is a very decent beer. I can't sit and say it isn't.
Yeah, it's just a nice knockback beer, really.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, I mean, we can all. I mean, Stella itself is shite.
Yeah.
It's shite. But the unfiltered version is pretty decent, to be fair.
Then I had the Star of Brahman unfiltered, and I thought that was a lot better than the Stella unfiltered. I thought that was.
But that's got a very wheaty nature to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I did like that.
Nice
I did like that. It did suit me that.
Dave Downing says, "Apologies, Dean. I keep calling you Chris. He's blaming the Imperial Stout."
Yeah,
fair enough. It's 12%. I think.
It's all right, Dave. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, just have another one.
Yeah, get another one in. Get another one in, you mate.
Get another one in.
Yeah, go for it.
Have you guys ever tried Unbound Brewery? It's not one that I've come across, I think.
Not familiar with that.
One beer from them. I think they're Worcestershire sort of way around there.
Okay.
Yeah, only one beer though.
It's not something that rings any bell with me.
Nah.
So, no. Andrew's asking Dave if he's Trigger from Only Fools and Horses because he's calling he's calling Dean Chris now.
You all right, Dave?
All right, Dave, got this broom. It's got about 10 new heads and 4 new handles.
Yeah.
Only Fools and Horses is fantastic. Yeah. Unbarred are brilliant. They're down in Brighton. One of my favourite breweries. Their Stoutzilla Stout is phenomenal. Love Stoutzilla.
Unbarred, yeah. I haven't seen much
Dean's
of
obviously
it.
got that in his fridge. Dean's got it in his fridge. He's shot off.
Yeah. I haven't had that Unbarred for ages because I think that's because where I am up north, I don't see them. What's he got?
Yeah, this is the barrel aged version, but it's a little bloody sweet. I'm sure there used to be massive bottles.
They used to be, and they were because I had the 750ml bomber.
Yeah, and then they went to 440ml cans, and now they're little 330s. I picked this one up when I was in London. It was in Ghost Whale, and they had the regular Stoutzilla, and they had the barrel aged one. So I thought, for £1 extra, I'll get the barrel aged one and do that sometime nearest to Christmas.
That was one of my beers of the year. Probably not that version, but I've had a couple of Stoutzillas over the year, and they've always been absolutely fantastic. One of Wanda's favourite beers in the world is their Bueno Shake Stout.
Yes,
which is fabulous as well. So it's just glorious. Not my sort of thing, but right now I'm gonna bring in a guy that I'm absolutely delighted has decided to join tonight. I've spoken to Barry for a long time. Very pleased he's here. It's Baz from All the Beer Idea.
I do. I would have been here sooner, but I couldn't get the fucking thing to work on the fucking laptop. It won't have it.
Well, you wouldn't. Also, Danielle's made your dinner ready, so I'd fucking sack her straight off, mate.
It's taken me 20 minutes to get on.
He's had 2 shaves waiting for his dinner.
I'm fucking still looking at the laptop now, trying to see what the fuck's going wrong with it. It wouldn't have it. It wouldn't have the code. It wouldn't have the code. Your screen thing. I don't know what. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know the fucking thing now. Well, I'm pissed off now.
Anyway, hang on. I'm not having all that fucking moaning on
I see.
Go on.
Merry Christmas, Barry.
Go on.
Cheers.
What you on anyway? What are you drinking?
Homebrew.
Homebrew.
Hang on. Fucking hell, she needs sellotape now.
I think Danielle's doing all the fucking. She's wrapping Barry's presents while Barry's getting arseholed on.
It's wrapping his game of life and operation up.
The last time Barry was on this channel, I do seem to remember that Danielle questioned the size of Barry's.
Oh yes, we remember that. Yeah.
She might have said Barry was a peewee. Hello, Danielle. How are you?
I can hear
that. That was a quality evening.
I think that Imperial Stout's gone to Dave's head, isn't it?
He's completely wasted now.
David. Adam's in Mersey Beers. Hope you're keeping well.
Hello, Mersey. How you doing?
Henry's in. Good evening. Hope you're keeping well. Scott is the CGI of beer reviewing. I did think of trying to do an AI beer review, but I couldn't work it out. So I need to try and do that. The first AI beer review. I'm going to have a go at that. It'd be funny.
I'm sure there'll be an app for that in a couple of years' time.
Fucking, there's an app for everything fucking else, mate, isn't
there?
Yeah. Henry saying hello to everybody else. You're all humble guys that reflects in your reviews. Thank you very much. And do you know what? I've watched I don't comment. I don't comment enough on stuff anymore. I watch and I don't comment, and I should comment more. But it's another one of those things where I got myself into a bit where I don't comment. And I do watch your stuff, Dave. I watched JB stuff, I watched Dean stuff. I even watched Barry stuff. I'm ashamed to admit it. I do go to
come back next week.
I go to counselling for that some days, but it's all good. Everything all right, Baz?
Yeah.
He's all right.
So you're on homebrew. What homebrew is this? The pointer?
Yeah.
The spiced one?
Yeah.
The one that wasn't very spicy. There's about 3%.
3.4.
And it should have been 7.
Yeah, if I'd got it right. It's all right though. I'll tell you what, it's the best 3.4% you'll drink.
I've actually got here. I can fucking find it. Hang on. This room is such a shithole. I don't know where it is. I've got an out of date. Oh, it's there. Hang on. An out of date pointer pack to review. Naughty and spiced.
That was last year's winter beer or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's out of date by 5 months.
Nah, I'll be all right.
But
Yeah,
to be
make
fair,
porridge out of it.
I think it's just the youth we've got to be careful for.
Well, with the success I've had with all the other pointer beers, it ain't going to be any fucking worse than it's been with the others. So, to be fair. Right,
No, make porridge out of it.
Yeah, well, I like porridge.
Yeah, it might be worth making it.
Hey, look, we got a cunt. You know, Patricia Collins, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
Who's
Joe?
Joe?
Joe is.
I don't know who Patricia Collins is.
Oh, is it like I don't know.
I don't know.
Who's the fucking Joan Collins? Is it her sister? Dave Dowling, the only time I went to Peckham, I went into Netto. It was about 23 years ago. One 70-year-old Jamaican gentleman was asking another black gentleman to go outside for a brawl. Good times.
Is that Denzel, was it?
Why not?
Probably that barber shop, wasn't it?
Oh, they're Desmond's.
Desmond's, that's it, yeah.
Desmond's.
Yeah.
I used to love
Desmond's. Crikey, that's a blast from the past.
Pork pie.
Pork pie,
Tiny
Desmond's.
Rebel and Brewdog both sold their souls ages ago. Hang on. If somebody got rid of fucking dickhead, oh yeah, they're gone. That's the trouble. I hate StreamYard. You can't see when people have intervened and fuck people off. It really pisses me off sometimes. Simo says, put your hands on your head. No, you don't. Tiny Rebel's Advent Calendar put me off their stuff for life. Oh, not a fan then. I've been watching I've Had Worse because he's got the Brewdog calendar, which,
Oh God.
to be fair, I mean, why would
Who
you
would
bother?
buy a Brewdog calendar?
Same one that buys a beer 52 one.
Well, it's B52's bound to be better than Brewdog, though, isn't it?
I don't know. The fucking one yesterday.
To be fair, it was a gift, so I can't help that.
You've got to be very polite about that, Barry, because that's not very nice.
What? There's been some good ones in there. There's been a couple of good ones.
Yeah, the Omni Polo looked decent.
That was fucking
Stone
amazing.
ones.
That was.
Stone one looks good. The Stone
That
one.
was a bag, yeah. It weren't the best.
Yeah.
The two best ones were that Round Corner Brewing and with the fucking collaboration with Tint Meadow thing. That and the Omnipolo were outstanding beers. Well worth every penny.
What was the bucket of shit you had yesterday? I can't remember.
Oh, was that Lane Brewco, wasn't it?
Lane there, the Lane Brewco, yeah.
Waste of fucking space that was.
Waste of cardboard keeping it in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. The cardboard was worth more than the beer, I think.
Probably tasted better if you ate it.
I did afterwards to get rid of the taste of the beer. Whack it in a bit of salsa.
Andrew Green gave his dad the old the tiny rebel beads. He said, "My dad did have a double hernia. Should we blame it on the adjunct in the tiny rebel I passed off to him?" they probably use it as an adjunct to themselves. They put that if you
Yeah.
told them his hernia, they probably stick that in a fucking beer.
That's a belt of that. don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Hearing rumblings of North Brewing buyout as well. Interesting.
JB remembers
God.
Boss Brewing, didn't he?
Who? Oh, Boss Brewing.
Brewing.
Yeah, that was, fantastic. What happened to them? Boss Brewing. They were brilliant, weren't they?
That one beer come up on my memories the other day, and I just laughed, and I thought of you reviewing it.
I can't remember.
Not
What it was
The
now.
bubblegum beer. The bubblegum beer that was in Aldi or Lidl.
Oh.
Not Job Pale Ale or something, peanut butter.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Not
I
Job.
just collapsed in laughter with it, didn't I?
They can go in the same league as fucking Donkey Stone.
Oh, God. Fucking
Donkey Stone. Imagine calling a brewery Donkey Stone.
Scott's favourite brewery.
Can I just say, in all seriousness, I actually miss Donkey Stone Brewing because you could walk into Lidl, see a Donkey Stone Brewing beer, pick it up, and know it was going to be fucking rubbish, right? You knew it was going to be rubbish, and you could come home.
That with Brewdog.
Yeah, well, you can do that with Brewdog as well, Baz. That is absolutely fair. But and Tiny Rebel, but with Donkey Stone, it wasn't just rubbish; it was fucking rubbish. So you knew you could turn that camera on, and you were in for about however long your video is going to be. With Dean, it's about 3 minutes. With us, it could be any fucking thing, right? But you're guaranteed to lose your shit for about 10 minutes. And I genuinely love Donkey Stone Brew because they were fucking terrible.
I can remember sending my old man when they did that. Did you do a Terry's chocolate orange stout?
That rings a bell.
I'm sure
sort of.
I'm sure they did something like that anyway. And I can remember giving my dad a can of that, and he said, "Don't you ever give me anything like that again, boy."
I think the worst one I ever had was Little Donkey. There was one called Little Donkey, which was a festive stout, and it was fucking dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
Oh, they've gone out of business now, haven't they?
Wow.
Not
surprising.
Anybody else? I mean, obviously, Adam's up that way. Anybody else heard about North Brewing being bought out?
No.
Yeah. To be fair,
not what I know of.
They keep up to date with the beer stuff anyway, so it ain't gonna be new one on me. Tommy North, how are you, mate? Your family keeping well? Any live performances tonight? I don't know if Barry's got a microphone. He might have.
No, I don't know. Probably won't fucking work, will it? That's mad, isn't it? That link you sent me works on my phone, but fuck all on my laptop. Won't have it.
Really?
It just goes to StreamYard and that's it. It doesn't go like to the link or nothing.
Mm.
Do you want I don't know if I can send it any other way. Do you want me to send it another way?
Well, I've sent your link through Messenger and put it on my laptop and then copied the link and it still won't have it. I wouldn't mind, but I'm getting fucking old now and I can't see now.
You need to get yourself some glasses, Barry. The amount of times I see you.
Yeah, we all got them.
Read any of that shit. We've
I know, yeah.
We've all look. All of us.
We're all men.
We've accepted our eyes are shit. Right? You need to now.
Fucking terrible.
I ain't got no time to go and get them checked out. I'm too busy cutting in.
Fair enough then.
Is that a stout or a pale ale?
The annoying.
I specialise in tea guidelines.
I go out, if me and Wanda go out for a drink and I forget if I forget my glasses, I'm always saying to her, I give her the can, I'm like, have a read of that, tell me what the fucking hell it is, because I haven't got a clue. She's like, oh, for God's sake.
I can't even see where you lot are, I'm just hearing voices.
Hang on.
Scott,
Hello.
you use your phone as
Oh, also on my phone, it's got like a magnifying thing on my phone. So all I do is I stand there with a can and have it right up against the can because I try and read what's on the can. Wanda's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to read what's on it." You know, I know what I'm buying. And all these people are looking at me as if I'm fucking mental. Hang on. Send it. Barry, Baz, I said, what's your email address? Oh, no. Oh, you're using your phone. You can't even miss. I'm trying to help here. Right, Barry, Baz, send me an email on your laptop.
Oh, fucking hell. Do I have to? I'm going to have to log in and shit.
This is going to confuse the fuck out of it. I mean, Baz is about 50. How old are you now?
Hey, you send me a message on Messenger, and I'll look at it through the laptop, and maybe that'll be different. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
I forgot my password when I had to log into Facebook before.
Hang on, bear with. Apologies. Someone will play some music so we can just all get along. Hang on, wait a minute.
It's working now.
Is it on the laptop?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That's what you get when you get old people. Old people are just rubbish.
Right, here we go. I'm leaving this part now.
Right, hang on. I'll get rid of this one. Right,
God. So, what's happening now? He's gone in the middle when he's
Anything
gone.
Can happen in the next 20
he's
seconds.
Gone. He's gone down there now.
There we go.
And he's gone this side. It's like the Brady Bunch. It is.
We're all sorted now.
We're all good. We're all good, Dean. We're flying.
Kind of like move places. Like, you know.
I can see the comments now. Fucking hell, look at that. People saying hello to me.
Are they?
Eddie says, I'm drinking my first ever 2 beers from Blunt Rock Brewing from Cornwall.
That sounds fantastic. Blunt Rock. That sounds, what a name for a brewery. I like that.
The only fucking Blunt Rock I want is against my fucking ex-wife's head.
Glasses.
I hate flavoured beer.
Yes.
Drink Carlin.
I don't want to sound terrible, but when it goes wrong or a horrible beer, it's rather funny, and JB always makes me laugh.
I do apologise.
I think that's the thing, is that we all can review a decent beer, but for me, when you review a shit beer, I think there's even more fun in that, because it's more natural of, I fucking hate this with every part of my soul.
Yeah, totally agree.
Especially with Dean. I mean, Dean will screw his face up within about 3 seconds, and then he's only got 3 minutes to tell you why he hates it.
I'll either screw my face up or I'll smile, and
yeah,
that's just how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. I've got my glasses on for the comments. What's that say?
Barry says, I had Gamma Ray when I was drinking in the Dublin Castle in Camden. Still a decent enough beer. I haven't had Gamma Ray for a long time. I refuse to buy anything from Beavertown. I'd rather buy a decent beer for a fucking £6 or £7, I think.
I think we did a revisit, didn't we, of that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We went for a couple. We'd have to do some more of them, Dean, to be fair. I quite enjoy going back and looking at old stuff every now and then.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh,
I had this year's Stoutzilla on draft at Brewdog last night. It was very good, but not as good as last year. Ooh, it's controversial.
Ooh.
That's controversial.
Ooh.
No, it's not. It's Brewdog.
Have you? Any of you guys?
It's not a Brewdog beer though. It's an unbarred beer. But it's an interesting conversation of the beers that you've had previous that you thought that, and probably through doing what we do as well, where you turn the camera on to have a beer, you drink a few beers, where you drink a beer, you think that's really good, and then you have it later, you think maybe it's not as good as I thought.
Yeah, that's a good one. That I don't know. It changes over the years, doesn't it? When you have a beer and it you think, oh, it's all depends on how far you're into drinking beer. I suppose it's kind of like it's a journey, isn't it? So, I'm trying to think of a beer which has done that. That's a good one. That I have to get me.
All right? So that's good. Is there a beer that you had? You've got to take Punk IPA out of this because that's the killer on this one. Is there a beer that you used to think was really, really good, and you've had it, I don't know, within the last year, and you think actually whether it's changed or you've changed, because let's be honest, your palate changes over the time. You think actually I don't like that anymore.
Oh, that's a good one.
And in the comments as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think I've had the same beer twice in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people go on about Jaipur, don't they? Saying that's sort of changed over the years. I like a Jaipur. I don't think it's changed personally from my palate.
I like the double dry hop one. The bottle condition Jaipur is fabulous.
Yeah.
I think it's all about where you are when you're doing your reviews and how far you're into it. For me, I'm gonna do Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout again. I decided to do that. That blew my mind brilliantly all them years ago. And I'd like to try it again just to see how different I feel about it again, because that beer was phenomenal when I had it, and I'm going to revisit that next year and see what that's about. Because that beer was. Ooh,
it's nice to go back to beers though that you haven't had for a long while.
Yeah,
especially doing this sort of malarkey. It's nice to just when you go. You have a look through your back catalogue and you think, bloody hell, I haven't had that for about 8 or 9 years. And then you think, well, yeah, I'll give it another revisit.
Yeah.
Every year? Every year?
Oh, God, Jesus, don't get me started on that.
No, I was being naughty then. I do apologise.
I thought that about Donkey Stone.
Sorry, buddy.
I thought that about Donkey Stone and then remembered how shit it was and thought bollocks.
I think JB picks up a really good point as well, because when I went to Belgium, I fell in love with Quack. Look, I drank Quack by the absolute fucking shitload. And anybody that knows me, my tolerance for Belgian beer is very low these days. After a certain live stream, absolutely ruined my love of Belgian beer. So
I got a glass for you, Mon. Old 4 litres of Duvel.
Yeah. I think I'm still 90% Duvel after that night bash, to be fair. It fucking ruined me for the whole holiday. And then I brought some back with me, and although I enjoyed it, it wasn't quite the same. So I think setting and just overall ambience, because sometimes it can make a hell of a difference when you drink something. And obviously where you guys travel quite a lot, you JB and Baz and all that, and you do your reviews away. And then you come back and you have you have a beer. I don't know, JB used to use in his toilet, for fuck's sake. The old toilet, the toilet hotel reviews used to be fantastic. But
the bathroom reviews, with the little plastic tumbler.
I think it's an interesting subject of going back to beer. I think it is, but I don't want to do it every year.
I still think it's great. I had it about 4 months ago on PD, and I'd not had it for years.
Yeah,
and I drunk it in about 3 days.
What's that, Buzz?
I drunk Quack in about 3 days on the PD the last time I had it.
We did a live, didn't we, when it first came out?
Was it that or Triple K? One or the other, wasn't it?
I can't remember now. I think it was both, mate. I'm not sure, but we were syncing them anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably. I mean, I haven't found my perfect draft hasn't been on in fucking. Oh, Christ knows. I've got that. I've got the crops the sub. I've got 2 pointers. Yeah, give it
It
up.
was so shit. He bought 2 of them.
No! How dare you? How dare you suggest? How dare you? They sent that me. They sent that
It's a
me.
fucking tease, mate.
I tore the cunt apart. They won't send me it again, will they? But to be fair, I was looking at the comments in your review of the winter thing you were drinking, Baz, and someone actually commended you for still doing it. And do you know what? I think I completely agree.
To be fair, when I had the pint of one, yeah, it was a disaster. Right? There's no denying that. But since I've had the pint of 3, generally the beers have been okay. This is the only one that's really sort of gone wrong. And saying that, it fucking still tastes good. There's no wrong with it.
Have you done the Brewdog? You got the Brewdog ones. You got the Punk IPA and the Hazy Jane, haven't you?
Yeah, and I've got a bitter as well to do at some point. So once this goes, probably tonight at 3.4. If I wake up with a hangover, I'll obviously get the fucking readings wrong. Probably about fucking 7%.
Yeah, there's you fucked, isn't it? It'll be on your back in about 20 minutes.
Right, wouldn't it? I mean, I had about 3 before I come on.
That's 3 while you're waiting for your fucking dinner.
Yeah.
What did you have to eat anyway, Barry?
Yeah.
Cottage pie.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Proper comfort food, that.
Oh, wow, yeah. I actually got her to make a small dish of it because I'm such a greedy fucker with it. I knew I would have just munched it. Come on here and been sick in about 5 minutes after 4 pints.
Coming in. Come on.
I watched your
probably have midnight snacks.
Yeah,
I watched your video that you did with Paul with that Pepper X thing. I mean, you're a fucking animal with fucking spicy food, aren't you?
I was scared of it, Mon. Apart from that
fucking hell, you wolfed it down. Gee, I thought you had worms.
No, you had that afterwards.
Worms.
Yeah, I had them afterwards. Put them in the microwave.
Bloody worms.
Fucking thing, you fucking piece of shit keeps dropping. Fucking rubbish.
I can eat doing food. I can.
Yeah, see, the problem with me, I like spicy food, but I just don't want to be sat on the fucking toilet at 3 o'clock shitting lava.
I didn't. It was about 9 o'clock when I got up. I started.
it's when your stomach starts rumbling and you're like, oh, this ain't gonna end fucking well, is it? It's not.
Stick to Cormers.
Yeah, don't forget Corking 15.
Marcus Simon said, big fan of you all. Thanks for keeping us all entertained and occasionally informed from a fellow West Coast lover. I've had a West Coast month.
Is the best coast.
I've had a West Coast month on the channel. I fucking loved it. I've absolutely loved the fact that Wanda's. She's not got it always right because obviously when it says on the can, it says it's a West Coast IPA, and I've bemoaned a couple of these because when you're using certain amount of hops, certain hops, and the one that really pissed me off was and I know Dean. I sent Dean a picture because he did it, and then I came back in. Had to search through YouTube and seen he'd done it that day, which was from Green Cheek and Cloudwater. Yeah. West Coast IPA is dead, and it just wasn't a fucking West Coast IPA.
No, I mean, at least they've got the balls to write it on the can and tell you what you're not getting. I mean, it was a good beer. I did enjoy it, but it wasn't what you wanted when it says West Coast IPA.
I've had some West Coast from Cloudwater this year, and I've been quite disappointed with some of them, to be honest. They haven't really ticked all the boxes, even though they put West Coast IPA on the can. I don't just feel that they've added a little twist to them, or they've kind of like deviated from a traditional West Coast recipe, which for
you've got this fucking abhorrent thing, JB, called the modern.
He's looking
West
up at you
Coast
there,
IPA.
JB. You see him?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I looked down. It's a bit like University Challenge, isn't it?
They've just mellowed the style out, I think, over here in the UK. It's not the real McCoy.
Yeah,
they've got this abhorrent thing called the modern West Coast IPA, which, let's be honest, it's pandering, and I mean it with the nicest word, but I don't fucking care if I upset people. It's pandering to the New England style. So they're slightly juicier, they're less bitter, and it's not. If you're going to call it a West Coast IPA, I want it bitter, I want it piney, I want all of those marmalade-y flavours and the zesty and all that. And when I saw one, I think it was Dean's actually, because he did the one from Modern Times, and when it said it had Nelson in it, I'm like, how can it be a fucking West Coast IPA with a New Zealand fucking hop in it?
Yeah. I totally get it.
That was, to be fair though, that was a bloody good West Coast IPA. That Modern Times one.
But it's just the I get, I don't know, maybe I'm just a traditionalist in it.
It's like I mean, I go straight to the 3 C's on a true original West Coast IPA. It's Chinook, Centennial, and Cascade all day long.
Yeah.
And you get a few variations where people will throw Citra in the mix because it's a very popular and respected hop, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you get other bits and pieces like Nelson Sauvin in the mix, or Simcoe.
Love Nelson. Nelson's fucking brilliant.
Quality off, yeah.
That's my one anyway. That's what I love.
Yeah.
That's for me. That is brilliant. Ruination's good as well. Ruination's good, but for me, that for £4 in Asda, you can't go wrong with that.
I still haven't picked that up. I haven't had it. I had it.
It's
I've had
banging.
it
Love
a few times, but it's not. I know Baz isn't a huge fan of West Coast, so you mean?
Well, I don't mind them. My tastes are changing, so I do like a West Coast, probably more now than ever used to, if I'm honest. But I'm a dipper man still.
Here's a question for you guys. What's your least favourite style of beer?
Oh, that's a good one.
IPA.
What was that?
Session IPA.
Yeah. We've gathered that. We've gathered that with the fucking calendar, Baz. That's coming out fucking.
They're a waste of fucking space, aren't they? They are, aren't they? If they're craft beer, they're all hop with no bollocks behind them. Or you just end up with like a traditional sort of low ABV beer. I can't see the
It's just a dilution from a IPA brew. That's all it is, isn't it? Basically, that's what they've done. They diluted it.
Yeah. There's nothing to it, is there, half the time?
No,
it's very
make
rare.
a bit of money out of it.
Very rare. That's my view anyway. You carry on.
Got it, JB. What's your favourite? What's your least favourite style of beer?
I think I've got to agree with Baz regarding session IPAs, because it's nice to get a good one, but it's few and far between, isn't it? Really, out there, to be honest. It's
they might as well put on the can, "This is going to disappoint you."
Yeah, I think. Well, you might as well go non-alcoholic.
Yeah. Have a bottle of Caliber instead.
Yeah, it does.
Or a Carter's.
Yeah. Yes. I've got my last. There we go.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
Well, that thing over there.
That will beat any fucking craft beer session beer I've had. Even now, I'm telling you now.
Bet it doesn't beat one of them though, mate.
Do you know what? I wouldn't even put that in this fucking glass after that. I'll tell you.
My least favourite style of beer.
Belgian blonde, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Well, only 8 of them.
10 of them.
You can still taste them.
Yeah,
you didn't do 10, you done 8.
Oh, fuck off. I did all 10.
You didn't drink 159% though, did you?
Fucking tried to drive the next day. I was sat in the fucking boot. That's how fucking close I got to the steering wheel, son.
It's 109% on it or something.
No, so 100. Well, that fucking plane was on about, I don't know. But fucking, where's that fucking knobhead anyway?
I do miss him. I do miss him.
What a YouTube premiere?
Oh, I miss all
Premiere,
that. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Little premiere.
Genuine story. So me and Wanda went to Brussels for our first wedding anniversary. Went to the Delirium Cafe, and I ended up having a fucking West Coast IPA in there, like you do. So all of these tremendous Belgian beers. I end up having a West Coast IPA, but we come out of there. For the people that know that, you come down the alley and there's a bar right in front of you. Go in there, and I've got no fucking idea what I'm ordering. Right, Wanda doesn't want. She's not having it. So I've got. I think I've got her a pint of Guinness. Right, she got a pint of Guinness. So I picked something up. No idea what it is. I thought I'll have that. I go down. I go up to the toilet. I come back down. Because beer sniffing matters, I put my nose in it. I smashed it. I fucking banged it down on the fucking table. She went, "What's wrong?" I went, "It's a fucking blonde." I refused to fucking drink it. Okay, didn't drink another fucking mouthful. I was like, "I'm not having it."
That could have been worse. Could have been Jupiler or Stella.
But
Jupiler's all right, mate.
favourite.
No, I like Jupiler. It's all right. I totally
My
agree on
least
that.
favourite style is a Flanders red. Is fucking vinegar in a glass. It's fucking awful.
Love a bit of vinegar, me, man.
Yeah, good for your pickled onions.
Mine would have to be a Berliner Weiss. I just can't get my head around that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah,
Horrible.
just they're hard work, aren't they, Berliner Weisses?
Lager, probably, if you look at your worst one, I would probably say Lager's maybe the one after that, because Lager's quite boring, isn't it? Unless you get a really good one.
Dean loves a lager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't obviously you can't go wrong with a good German lager, Augustina Brau. I mean, all day long.
Oh, Augustina Brau. Oh.
There are some fantastic breweries in the UK that are making. I mean, Utopian. I mean, I really love what they're knocking out. You know, they do some really corking beers.
And their Bohemian lager. Sorry, Baz. Their Bohemian lager is currently in Sainsbury's as well.
Yeah, very good.
Is it? I'm going to go down Sainsbury's now. In a minute. No, tomorrow.
Yeah, not now. No, not now, JB. That would be against the law. That is against the law, mate.
I know, but I will.
Short and Stout's in. The old Aussie.
Yeah.
Sammy's in. Love Sammy. Let's go back to this comment. We'll go back to Sammy in a minute. Anybody that's in the chat that's got a channel, please go and subscribe to the guys. So you've got Short and Stout Beer Reviews, Sammy Smalley. You've got Dave Dowling. These three guys here. So JB, Northern Southern Beer Reviews, Dean, Basil, the Beer No Idea. Go and give them some love. That's what it's all about, is sharing. So Paul's put, in terms of taste, what would you say is the difference between an IPA and a pale ale? And on that, I'm going to give you a bit.
ABV.
Hops.
The body of the beer
decent
as well.
IPA will be massively hoppy.
Yeah.
And show it.
The IBUs. The IBUs as well. I can't think of anything else.
If you talk about a session IPA, you are talking about a pale ale, really.
Even so, it feels like a watered down pale ale in a way, certain aspects, doesn't it?
Yeah, because a session IPA, for me, most IPAs, they're hop forward, aren't they? Or as they should be, I would think. And if you're lucky, you get a malty one, and they're fuller. When you get session IPAs, they just tend to be hops. And if you get the malty side of it, all it does is just add a slight bit to the beer. I think a proper IPA is full on hops, personally, for me. And a pale ale is more of the malty side of it.
Yeah. I think pale ale for me is more of a lighter version of an IPA, which you can just drink and talk at the brewery. You know, it's more more of a forgettable beer than an IPA, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if you've had like Goose Island, 5.9%.
Mm.
I think that's slightly changed to what it used to be. But if you compare that to the Midway Session IPA, there's a massive difference in my opinion. And that if you compare them two beers, that shows you the difference for me between really a sort of pale ale in a way and an IPA in my view.
I agree with that.
But remember, I got no idea. That's the clues in the name.
Like an old school, you go back to sort of like an old school IPA, something like, let's say, Bengal Lancer from Fuller's, and then you've got
They
pale
just got
ale.
rid of that, haven't they?
Yeah, they've knocked it on the head now. Yeah,
Never. That's a good beer. I like that.
Griffin IPA, I think it's called now, and it's been lowered. But going back to that, you've got something like an old school IPA like Bengal Lancer, and then you've got, say, Bass. They did a pale ale years and years ago. The difference is, I mean, you're going to get more of a hoppy bite in that Bengal Lancer than all day long. Than Bass pale ale.
I think when they brand beers Session IPAs, they are basically saying it's a pale ale.
Yeah.
And what they probably do to make it, to get the name right, if you like, or how they want to, they put less malt in and more hops. So you still get that hoppy feel, but it's always feeling thin and watery, because an IPA shouldn't be 3.8%, should it? No. Or 3.5 or whatever.
Well, look at the Green King. The Green King IPA. What's that? 3.4 or something. No. I mean, it's not an IPA, is it? Come on.
It's not even a fucking pint of brew, is it? Let's be honest.
Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, true. I mean, if it was a small brewery, they'll be making a big thing about the pale ales. And I've had the pale ales from smaller breweries, and I've got some taste to them.
You can get good pale ales.
Yeah, you can. But when we're talking in commercial terms, I think I've got to, say on the line that they just feel watered down versions of their IPAs. And
I mean, what would you say is a perfect ABV for a pale ale?
Well, the average is about 4, isn't it? 4.5.
Yeah, it's got to be 4.5, I would say.
Yeah, I would say.
I don't think you want to really be looking. There are some exceptions, and it'll sound like I'm kissing ass, but I think an IPA has got to be a minimum 5.5.
Probably that.
Yeah. Bare bones is 5, isn't it? But yeah, you're looking at 5.5 and upwards, I think.
My exceptions would be some of the stuff I've had from Stonehouse, but they leave all the gumption in there, and they get away with it because they actually give a shit about the beer. But if if you're talking commercial, you've got to be looking 5.5%, 6%. Really, you look at the American IPAs. You don't see them under 5 or 6. Well, you rarely see them under 6, do you?
I think if I'm going for an IPA, I want it to be around 6%, because obviously that way you're getting the body, and with an IPA, I want a body in the beer, and obviously if anything. Obviously, I'm saying that my favourite beer in the UK is Oregon Trail. That's 5.8, so it's slightly lower than that, but it carries the body because I think it's got rye in it, so that gives it a little bit more body. But pale ales are a funny thing, because it's like the no man's land between fucking lager and IPA in it. Pale ale, it's neither one or the other.
It's like a big generalisation, isn't it, of a category of beer. You can chuck a load in and you can just call it a pale ale. So it's a style which I have difficulty with. When I see beers on the shelf and it's got pale ale, I tend to not really go for them, because what you got to get.
Unless you look at things like Steady Rolling Man from Daya, which is a fantastic. I mean, I'm very lucky that Barry first sent that to me. It was an absolutely tremendous beer, steady rolling man. But yeah, they're just a bit of a nothingness sometimes.
Yeah.
So I guess a little bit of a gateway sort of style, isn't it, into exploring more hoppier, vibrant IPAs, I guess.
Yeah.
I think craft beer's changed though. I think craft beer now is, unless you're willing to spend 6, 7, 8 quid, chances are you're going to pick up something fucking shit. Generally, I'm not saying all the time, but I do think...
I mean, the price of a canned dipper is about £9 now in some places. That's a lot of money.
If you want something good,
it's a lot of money.
Something really good, let's go back to when I first started, and I sent you and Dean, JB, that is, the Stonehouse one that was 7%, right? 7%.
I remember it.
Yeah, what was that called? Yeah, that was bloody good beer. That was, yeah.
And at the time, there was good dippers in the supermarkets for £3. Really good dippers. iCat and something else I can't think off the top of my head.
It wiped the floor. It wiped the floor.
You won't get anything these days, in my opinion, like that for £4. You won't get anything as good as that nowadays. And
totally
you are
agree.
looking. I've had £6 dippers that weren't as good as that. You are looking £7-8 now if you want a decent dipper.
Yeah,
and the
problem budget.
And I think you make a really good point, Baz, is because I do most of my drinking at the Brewer's Tap, which where Dean has been as well.
Very good establishment.
I don't bat an eyelid at paying £8-9. I think JB's post the other day makes a really good point where, and it's quite hard when you do a poll of what makes you pick a beer, because obviously style comes into it, but obviously brewery. So if I'm looking at paying £6, £7, £8 a beer, there are certain breweries I will think, okay, I'll take this one because I'm expecting to get a good beer. There are other breweries where I'm not fucking touching them with a barge pole at that price. So so style is important. I think brewery plays a huge part in that now. It's like brand loyalty in a way. I mean, I would have no hesitation in buying a Rivington beer for £9.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, but I wouldn't. But there's other breweries out there like Northern Monk or whatever, when you look at and you think, oh, I'm not going to pay that. You know, it's reputation.
When you've got can art on a beer that looks like your 4-year-old fucking grandson or daughter has fucking drawn it, well, then you've got to start thinking, hang on, what are you trying to appeal to? I'm a 53-year-old man. What the fuck do I want an ice body on my can for? I don't.
He's not telling you he's bought 4 cans of it earlier. That's what he says. He's trying to justify it now.
I don't need 4 cans of that. I got me Winter Slumber, 3.4%.
It's like
eating later. Trust me. That's a joke, by the way. Don't get
JB, when you did them Harvestone beers, and it was, what was it, the limited edition one for like £30 for
it is. Yeah,
that is a pinch, isn't it? Come on, if it was the 750, then you'd maybe sit on the fence a little bit for £30.
I might consider it, but when you look at it on the website, don't get me wrong, Harvestone are fantastic.
Cracking beers.
Cracking.
I mean,
come on.
That's taking a piss a little bit, isn't it? I think
it is. When I read it up and I looked at it, 40-year barrel age, 40-year barrel age.
I'd still rather spend £30 on that than £5 or £6 on something in a supermarket from Bruce.
Yeah, fair enough. But I
think you've got more chance of getting something honest, reliable, maybe respectable.
But this year for me, my beer of the year was the Augustina Brau Oktoberfest beer, because that blew my socks off. I thought that was brilliant. And that only cost me £4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mine was a Rivington one. And I don't do beer of the year.
I can imagine.
That was absolutely...
Was that one of the Army of Darkness ones, Baz?
That was unreal.
Yeah. I nearly
It's
picked that
nice
up
though,
last
isn't it?
week.
When you get beers like that just absolutely, you take that step back and you think, wow, what a fucking beer this is.
It was 10 quid, but it was unreal, honestly.
Yeah.
Money well spent though, isn't it? Money well spent
It
when
is.
you get that sort of experience.
A 5% beer, as in what you were alcohol wise, but the body, everything else was just. And I've had a few really cracking beers, a few from America this year, and they've been outstanding. But as soon as I drank that, I was like,
I think the thing
if anything comes up now, I'll be amazed.
I think that's the thing also is that when obviously doing what we do and obviously Untapped and all that sort of stuff, and I love Untapped. I made no bones about that. But when I've cut my drinking back fucking enormously this year, where I've been running, I've lost 3 stone in weight. I had to start looking after myself a little bit better. But even now, whether it's on camera or whether it's just sat doing whatever you're doing, you're out with your wife, and you pick a beer out of a fridge and you sit there and you think, fuck me, that's really good. And it's really good.
I want quality over quantity, and have done for a long time.
All day long on that. Yeah. Agree with that.
I agree with that.
I've not quite changed on the quantity, but I'm working on it.
But when you do get that, special beer, it's enough, isn't it? I mean, for me, it is one beer, and I'm quite happy with that, and it's job done, sort of thing. I don't need to sort of just keep drinking and drinking.
No, I don't do that. Anyway,
I agree with that. I don't do that.
I used to.
Well, we've probably all done it, haven't we?
I've been very honest that I got to say we've all done that. We've all done this for a certain amount of time. That you justify having a beer because you're doing it for your channel, right? And we've all been here. We've all been here, and getting yourself out of that mode, it's as hard as fucking as anything, because you become a slave to the channel as well at times. And I think I said back in July I ballooned to 17 stone 3 something fucking ridiculous, and I look back at my wedding pictures and I think I could have done more to be in some sort of shape for my wife. I've cut back on the beer.
You were.
Yeah, it was. I was a fucking beach ball, Barry. I was a beach ball. I mean, it was your fault. I was hammered the fucking night before the wedding. You come. I was having those fucking shots over that fucking place over there. It was horrible.
Nothing to do with me.
But you look back, and I don't. I'm gonna be honest, I've had a beer every night this week except yesterday. So I've only one, but so it's easy to fall back into old habits as well, and it's shit really sometimes. And all I want to do is enjoy my life. 50 next year, but I don't want to be a fat bastard as well.
Got some work to do. I drink every day.
Can't. Not having that anymore. You reach out to somebody, and all they do is come on and abuse you.
I don't, honestly. I'll drink every day.
Yeah,
2, 3 tops, but I don't. It's rare you'll see me drink 7, 8, 9, 10 pints. Well, I can't do it anymore. So more often than not, I'll have 3 pints, and I'll have water. Then I'll sit downstairs watching TV, having water.
Well, I know after this live stream, I'll be absolutely battered, because the days of me drinking, the Dean
left the food in the oven.
I used to get absolutely fucking shit faced on lives. You used to.
Yeah, and obviously, I'm not drinking anywhere near what I used to. It could end up in a complete calamity. Boy, I was only half fucking 8. I'm on my 3rd one already. Hey, what's everybody drinking anyway? I know what Barry's on his fucking.
Fucking hell, I'm 3rd one since been on the live.
Yeah, I'm drinking
it count, does it?
some French shit from Aldi. I've just drunk it.
Miskimal or something, is it?
Yeah, I think it's Le Goudal, but it's in a different bowl, but it's a load of shit, so I'm not bothered with that.
Goudal used to be good. Look good, yeah.
They do all the Sainsbury's stuff now, don't they? For the taste of difference.
I might treat myself to that next. I think it's.
Oh, don't, Jay.
Oh, what?
It's either that or send this to Barry wrapped up. So it's up to you, mate.
Do it now. I'll send you the postage. I'll send you the postage over. Do it.
Cost you more to send it. Cost you more to send it just to annoy you.
I want a beer I haven't had for July.
Oh, I haven't had that for ages, you know. You can't beat the old bald monk, can you? Really?
Yeah, I've not had a bottle since July. PJT. The Star.
I always want to call him PG Tips, I do.
He probably wouldn't care, to be fair.
I do, honestly. I can't help it.
The Star
he looks
of
like
the
a fucking monkey.
Oh, God, I can't say anything, mate, to be fair. But the absolute star of the Driving Home for Christmas video, Paul, because he had no idea what the fucking song was. He had no idea what he was doing. And when Dave asked him and came back with it, and it was just monumentally fucking rubbish. So I had to try and edit it in to make him not look like the complete arse he really is. But I think he did quite well. Obviously, JB miming along to everything. So I had to try
that's terrible, miming. Oh, so on my way to work, I had a mime.
Did you see that video I put up today?
I did.
The charity one.
Yeah, I did.
Put it up. I come home because I'd done some work. Come home, waiting for the paint to dry and that. So I was home and I was fucking around. I just get shit in my head. So I start doing silly things. So I uploaded it, went back to work, and about an hour later, I had a message off him going, "You git, I'm going to fucking get you back for this."
But that's what, to be fair, mate, I see, and I remember when you did a similar thing for a Wanda's beer box.
All right, yeah, we're going back to the nutsack. The fucking Dan told me about that fucking before.
Right, so you, and I see that's what YouTube should be all about, is just having a laugh. And you know,
not laughing about that.
Fuck me. I sent him a message before, actually, because today at work, I'm sitting there and, like, in my head, I'm singing Christmas songs on my own, as you do. I haven't even got a radio on. For some reason, I'm singing them to myself, just in my head. And I'm thinking of him. And then I'm thinking of songs that I can put words about him into. So I messaged him earlier saying, "Would you mind if I tried making a Christmas song about you or your channel?" There's nothing set in stone yet. It just comes off the head. So I haven't heard of him yet.
Are you going to be singing that, Bazza?
Oh, hang on. You're going to be phoned now. I got a message off him.
Fuck off, you cunt.
He's actually said, "Okay, mate." I might have to send him like the pre, like, you know, studio version.
No. Don't give him a heads up of what's happening. Just put it out there.
Yeah, but I can be a bit of a twat, can't I? So.
Well, we can all do that, Baz. Let's be honest, mate. Let's be honest. I'm going to sit here. I should have a fucking badge saying "King of the Twats," mate. Don't you worry about that.
You don't need it, pal. We all know you.
That's a fair point. Can I just say, and I said it before you came on, mate. Obviously, I reached out to you. We've not spoken for a couple of years, for one reason or another, and I'm very pleased. I'm very thankful that I spoke to Dean about this. I'm very thankful that you've decided to come on. Wishing you and Danielle a very Merry Christmas. So thank you for actually. I get quite emotional now, to be fair. Thank you for
Don't
coming
get
on.
too
It does,
upset, lad. Don't get too
no,
upset.
no, genuinely am. Thank you for deciding to come on. It really does mean a lot to me.
Well, I did wish you Merry Christmas last year.
Did you?
I did actually, yes.
In that case, I'm a cunt. Well, no, I'm a cunt. It's actually fine. But yeah, I am. Do you know what? I've made some mistakes, Barry, and I'm big enough to fucking hold my hands up to them. I am.
You're a better man than me.
Well, I know that.
I'm never fucking wrong.
Like you've said before, Scott, mate.
I'm open.
When you invite somebody to your wedding, it means you know you're that next level up, and I think that's how you judge Barry. You know.
And we've had many conversations about this, Dean, and yeah, Anyway, all good.
JB, how was your Carters?
It's fucking rubbish,
Beautiful.
mate.
Beautiful. I've just had a nice long winding piss, and it looked better than that, I tell you. Oh.
Well,
beautiful.
If you'd have pissed in that glass, it wouldn't be much different, to be fair.
That is so bad. That is. Maybe it's your lighting. It looks like a really bad John Smith's.
Oh, I'll tell you what. John Smith's Brewery is fantastic. I was in Tadcaster a few weeks ago. I had to take a few video bits of it. It is a phenomenal looking brew house, I'll tell you. John Smith's in Tadcaster. You can't
make a fucking decent beer from the fucking place.
Yeah,
I know that.
I don't care what the brewery looks like.
I looked for the. You know what? Funny enough, I looked for the brewery shop. I couldn't find one.
Merch.
Jack Howard's put fucking cunt. Standard Christmas party, pissed up old bloke crying at 8:30.
Fucking Dean's just sitting there, and there's nothing to do with Dean, that is it?
So the people in the chat, what are you drinking as well? I've got 2 more beers.
Yeah.
I've got
what are you lot drinking?
I've got 2 fucking. I've told Wanda I'm not going to get pissed. I've probably
whatever.
Might have lied a little bit, but I've got 2 massive stouts downstairs that I've had for a year, and I might break one of them out. So I've got 2 Tartarus beers.
Oh, they're renowned for big strong ones, aren't they?
One's 8.999. I think I showed Dean while he was here. 8.999999999, not as an imperial. And I've got one that's about 13. And if I do that, I ain't running tomorrow. I'm going to be in fucking trouble.
I did one which was 18. I got the bottle there, I think. 18.
Session beer, JB.
Yeah.
Everything's a session beer.
Everything's a session. Even the Carters.
Hey, JB likes his breakfast beers.
I do review beers about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to tell you now, this is a YouTube premiere. Maybe Christmas Day.
Christmas morning.
Christmas morning. I might do 7 o'clock stream.
Oh,
yeah. You go for it.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll get the cereal, get a few beers in.
Get the cereal.
Mrs. B's at work till about 2. So I've got to do the Christmas cooking.
Well, you had to do that on the fucking
cooking.
Well, last time I left the neck in the turkey, but we won't talk about
the giblets. You said the giblets as well.
Now it's plastic bag in the fucking turkey.
Yeah. I wonder what the plastic bag was for when I took it.
It's a bag for life.
I wondered what that was about. Anyway.
Here, an idea for you, JB, right? We're doing breakfast live stream, yeah?
Yeah, I will be. Christmas Day. I'm going to do it. Everybody's welcome.
You're a healthy eater, aren't you?
Well, I like to see myself as
Yeah, I kind of, right?
Hang on.
Here's a video for you, right?
I've got a tin of fucking light cheese here. I'm fucking healthy.
Now,
they open.
as I say, once you've tasted lychee, you would taste it in every pale ale and IPA
There's
you've ever drink again. I'll tell you now.
So for the people that don't know, there's a running joke, right? So it's beer reviewers.
I haven't finished slating him yet.
Oh, carry on, Baz. Keep going.
Right, I'm not slating him, actually. Right, here's an idea. Right, a tin of Carters for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Boil it up with some of your porridge oats. Right. See if you.
I'll
can
tell you
improve
what.
the beer.
I think if I had cat food to that, it would taste better.
You've put beer over your cereal before, though, haven't you, in the past?
Yeah,
Whiskers, turkey, and Carters.
I think it'll work better. All right then. Okay.
Whiskers, turkey, and Carters.
Yeah, you better get up for Christmas Day morning for it then.
Yeah, mate, I'm setting a fucking alarm. I'm setting an alarm now. If you're doing that, mate, I will be up.
Aye. And I'll get a tin of lychee and chuck it on as well. There you go.
That's it. Everyone loves the lychee.
So the lychee thing. So there's a running joke with me and JB. There's a running joke with me and JB. So as beer reviewers, we all come out with all these aromas and these tastes, and when people say, and it goes back to the beer cunt, the hooligan, Throbber,
Duopolis,
right?
Brewdog Duopolis.
Duopolis, right? He's picking out lychee and all that. I've never had a fucking lychee.
JB loves a gooseberry as well, to be honest, doesn't he?
I like gooseberry, yeah. I like gooseberry. Lychees are the king, though.
I'm gonna find out in a minute. We've got four.
Gooseberries, lychees, or fuck all.
Yeah, exactly. I've got no idea. So when people are going on about lychee and a beer, I'm like, I've got no fucking idea what you're on about. So it's a running joke with me and JB. So I went into. He kept saying to me, if you go into Sainsbury's, they do tins of these things. I'm like, fuck off. I'm not picking one up. Well, I have. Here they are. so I've got no idea about a lychee and what sort of fucking food it is. They've got eyeballs and shit.
It's always a lychee. It's a Japanese fruit, isn't it? Lychee.
Is it?
To be honest,
it's Japanese fruit.
You said a light sheet. So before I reviewed the beer with lychee in, I was smelling the bedclothes, a white bed.
No, that's what old PJT had after his fucking curry the other week, was a light sheet.
Yeah. He's a baby.
I think you like them. I honestly think you like them.
Light cheese. I'm gonna have to use my car keys.
Any fruit bomb. Me?
I'm gonna have to use my my car
Oh
keys.
God!
I can't find the thing.
I thought we'd have a ring poo on it. What do you reckon?
What are you getting on the? What are you getting on the ring?
I've never smelt a fucking beer with that in my life.
What are you getting on the
ring? It's fucking horrible. You've never seen anybody in your life. This is a YouTube first, generally. Someone's going to eat a lychee.
Well, I keep telling you, I haven't got.
I can't find the fucking fork.
I was expecting fucking Scott to go on the
That's
ring.
Brilliant.
I'm getting hops.
Lychee. I'll tell you what.
Do you know what I'm getting? Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting fucking lychee is what I'm getting, mate.
I'll tell you what. This carter's got a bit of lychee to it. I'll tell you.
It's fucking horrible. What's that?
It's nice. It's a fruit, isn't it?
It's like an embryo.
Come on, then.
Mind the car key.
Was that a Mazda you drive?
Yeah.
No.
Disgusting.
You don't like it?
I've never had a beer with that in.
To be fair, right, when I went to Jamaica a couple of years ago, I actually went on a trip and I actually tried fresh guava. And when I tried it, I said to the missus, fucking hell, this is what guava tastes like. I remember this from some of the beers I had. It was like, just use guava.
Isn't guava a posh word for bird droppings?
It smells like shit, doesn't it?
I don't know, but it didn't look like a bird dropping. If it was a fucking big bird, I tell you.
Sesame Street bird.
Not even I can whack something out that big.
I did a review of a beer. It'll come out whenever it fucking comes out. I don't know. I've got fucking loads backed up. But it's like if you read the can, it says apricot. I've never had a fucking apricot in my life. Where am I going to pull them out from?
Yeah, he likes
Sainsbury's.
He likes to make old JB as well.
Oh, I like a bit of apricot. Yeah, Sainsbury's apricot and lychee. That's the first things on my shopping list every week.
Sainsbury's aisles with the apricots again when I'm in there. Fucking nobody see me coming. So here he comes, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Every time I let a can, I'll be like that, coming out with all the fucking cans of shit. Like, what is that? Fucking beer at me. You can't try to get the fucking smells in. Fuck's sake. They're fucking horrible. I'm having another one. I'm hungry.
I'm horrible, but I'm having another one. It's horrible, but I'm having another one.
This is bad, isn't it? When he comes on alive and he has to drink the worst beer in the world just to get on it.
With me. There's more coming. I'm going to get some more of that. I'll tell you what.
You're drinking that. You got him over there eating fucking lychees and whacking them in his fucking Francis.
There's a Francis Carner fucking lychee now.
I'm drinking 3.4% over it.
It's a great advertisement for people who're supposed to know what they're talking about.
It's like a Caro.
Yeah, there's people watching us drinking bloody kind of like double barrel aged bloody stouts and imperial stouts and
Scott's Christmas party. That's what it says. Actually,
that's a power of that. Oh God!
Make that. Don't show it to it.
What does? I saw it. It was brilliant. What's that? Lychees in that? Is it?
That's some lychee wheat beer. That is now.
That's a lychee in the Francis.
I bet that's beautiful. But that's beautiful.
Get on the internet, copyright it straight away. Boom.
Oh wow! I bet that's phenomenal.
Well, at least you can say you've had lychee now, mate.
Yeah. And to be honest, it looks like there's quite. Where's my keys? Hang on. It looks like there's quite a few in there. They're going to waste. There's people starving in the world. Even they wouldn't eat the fucking lychees, to be fair to them.
Hey, send them to PJT.
So trade them out and send them over to him for a laugh.
That's it, yeah.
Pat them down.
Half a can of lychee, special delivery.
Oh, they're fucking.
Why not?
I'll look out for that aroma. Fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've just got my head around sort of pineapple and mango, really. So anything else can fucking go and get in the sea, really.
Because you can spot a lychee from a mile off now.
Well, no, it's in my fucking Francis Carner. Look.
You'll have to call a lychee now a JB. we got a hint of pineapple, grapefruit, and a bit of JB in there.
Yeah,
you would get lychee out of that one, I'll tell you.
Mr. Lychee, an old Captain Keggy.
Captain Keggy.
Captain Keggy. Yeah.
About 10 I have. 10 kegs.
Fuck me, that was horrible.
No worry. Don't mind.
I'm on the shipyard. I'm going to go for the shipyard next.
Oh, that's all right from Weatherspoons on curry night.
I haven't got a curry.
Well, you fucked then, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I haven't eaten yet. That could be a fucking problem. So what's I'm going to ask. So we've all got channels. What's been your highlight of the year?
The blonde streaks I had.
Yeah, blonde streaks. Did you?
You were a Brossette for a bit, then, were you, Buzz?
Well, I was early on in the year, yeah. Those were my highlights.
Yeah, highlight of the year.
We'll get this on UK Gold.
Yeah, there's probably a reason for that, Bass, to be fair. Yeah, highlight of the year on your channel. There's something that you've done. If there's been something that you've done that you've really enjoyed doing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I went to bed at 9 o'clock one night and woke up at 10 the following morning. Not done that for a long time, to be honest. That was amazing. You can laugh when you get to my age. It's great.
Well, yeah, was that the piss breaks in the night?
Well, I did have to clean the bed the following day.
Or do you mean Danielle had to clean the bed the next day?
Fucking hell, she wouldn't clean the fucking bed, would she? I'd even cook fucking dinner on time.
Anybody else?
I don't know. I mean, I like to do my old walkabout videos in Greece and stuff. So I suppose that is, for me. You know?
Nah, nothing for me.
No, I don't think there's anything really.
Yeah, just crack on as normal.
Crack on, yes, exactly.
It seems to have gone really quick.
Right.
And a week for me feels like a day most of the time now.
Me too. It's called getting old, Baz. It's called getting, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm older than you fuckers, so you wait until you get to my age.
How old are you, Baz?
53.
You had a fucking good paper round when you were young.
I fucking
bloody
did.
good paper round.
5 houses, and I've done 7 days a week, pal.
Fucking up. Was it
I'm just a
uphill?
looker.
I don't know how old you all are.
Hey, look at the t-shirt. I had a hard day's paper round. That's what it says.
It was uphill with a fucking tailing wind.
Sailing winds. Tailing winds, yeah. Been going for about 10 years.
All right, Baldy.
Well, actually, I'm 51.
Any
Baz,
one
so
of you?
Yeah.
It's probably when you get to our age, though, I mean, well, I think we're all of a. I think Dean's the youngest here by a couple of years, but when you look back on life, and obviously we've got more years behind us than we got ahead, and it can be a bit shit when you think of it like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
Let's get depressed. I'll tell you, let's crack open the whiskies and shit and just get.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be sitting here with our dogs in a minute.
I think when you're in your 30s, you kind of, I don't know, you're sort of like that. You've got that semi-invincible sort of feel, like you were when you were in your late 20s, and then when you get over, you hit 40, and it's game over, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
it does fly.
It is. It is when you get to 50.
Being self-employed has changed my life big time.
Right. How long have you been self-employed then, Baz?
12 years, I think.
Right. Okay.
And I just think.
So for the people that don't know, obviously you're a painter decorator, and like you do that. Did you work for somebody else doing that before, and then you decided to go out on your own?
No, I literally lost. Well, shit happened like in my previous life. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I just decided to do a bit of decorating, and then I just started. So the first 5-6 years were quiet.
Right.
Now it's fucking hell. I don't even advertise. You know what I mean? And it's just constant. But the thing is, I was younger then, so I had more go. But I was quieter. Now I'm busier, but I've gone like that. It's like the workload's got more, and I haven't got the inclination to do it. I do because I was working.
Obviously, Dean obviously works for himself, so you obviously Well, you got your 2 jobs.
It's spinning plates. It is trying to keep people happy and obviously make a living at the same time and stuff. I don't like to disappoint people. You know, big time.
I don't care what anyone says. Home life comes into it, and we all have partners, and it's not always easy to please them and do this and
it's hard going. It is. I mean, I mean,
Do you know what I
couple of my
miss?
mates say, "Oh, you chummy bastard, you're self-employed and stuff like that." But it's no bed of roses.
Yeah, but you're not just self-employed though, Dink. You got your other job as well, which is obviously fucking time-consuming. Obviously, it takes you away from your family as well. I'm not going to say what you do. That's not for me to do. But you work long hours as well as doing your self-employed job. So you're taking yourself away from different timescales from your family as well. And that at our age is fucking hard work.
It is. It's all going.
Especially physical, isn't it?
Work. I mean, that's all it is in my head, really. It's jobs, getting jobs booked and planning ahead and stuff like that. Thinking that next day ahead. You've got to have that work ethic, though.
Yeah.
If you haven't got it, you're fucked, basically.
Yeah. I think it's easier working for someone else.
Well, you just wind the clock down, don't you? If you work for somebody else.
Days for other people. I did the other couple of weeks. I think last week or the week before. You know, I finished a job early, but ideally, I need to. You can't just have days off all the time, can you?
Well, it catches up with you in the end, doesn't it? If you work for yourself and you have a day off, you've got to double your efforts the next day.
You've got to do something. So I work for another lad, and I've always said when I work for him, it's great because I turn up with no pressure. He's got all the thinking and everything else, and it makes it easy. But when you are on your own, it's
you've got to do everything, haven't you? You've got to do everything. Nobody's setting your day out for you. You've got to do all that yourself.
I won't complain though. I earn good money. I'm happy.
Yeah. Roughly the smooth, innit? You know, all that.
Do you see this as your getaway?
I used to, but not anymore. It's just a bit of fun now, really.
Not me getaway, but I do enjoy it. I like the reviews.
Do you know what I miss is Dean will, and I know JB will absolutely back me up on this. Is the secret beer drinker, and the secret beer reviewer. Danielle genuinely didn't know.
It came out, I think, yeah.
Danielle didn't know that Barry was doing fucking beer reviews. He would sneak off when she was in the bath or in the toilet. Do a fucking beer review. It was fucking brilliant.
Those were the days.
I can remember Barry sending his first ever video over. I think he sent it over to you, didn't he? And then you got his permission to send it to me and to sort of vet it basically and say, give him the green light.
Yeah, so people that don't know, I think me and Baz he would comment on the old, was it beer?
Wanda beer, Wanda.
Yeah,
Wanda beer, Wanda.
Yeah, I remember.
Whichever channel it was at the time, I don't know what it was. It's gone through a few different iterations.
And it was somebody else that put me onto that as well.
Who was it?
Yeah, you don't. What? Who was it?
Yeah.
It was a certain person that you've been knocking.
Yeah, you can name him. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Hooligan. He actually put
that cunt.
And he actually said.
Anyway, yeah. So, me and Baz had some. So he'd send some message over to Wanda Beer Wonder or Beer Wonder, whatever it was at the time. We had a little bit of interaction on Facebook, and he said, "Oh, I'm thinking of doing this." And he did written reviews on stuff on what you're doing, what you were doing. He said, on Facebook, yeah. And he said, I might start a channel. I'm like, yeah, all right. He said, well, if I send it over, you have a look. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out if I can. And then he sent it over to me. I sent it over to Dean, and it sort of went from there, really. And
I actually remember his reviews on Facebook. He had a video.
Yeah, and he did them on Facebook himself. Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
It was odd because I only got into watching the beer stuff through the Perfect Draft, really, because I was looking for videos, and it was through the Beer Hooligan because he was pretty much the only one at the time. that had one, and then I started watching Real Ale, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Beer Hooligan put me onto you, which then led to JB and Dean. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny. It was funny trying to get that first live going, I would say. That's always something I remember.
I remember I was sat
Where
downstairs.
the fuck you going? I don't know. I pressed the button. You're not fucking in there.
I do remember that, to be fair, of me sat downstairs and you getting the absolute fucking raging hump, and I'm like, oh, who fucking knows happening here? What's going on? And then you had JB. Well, no, you never had, mate. And then you've got the stuff with JB where you're trying to go live with JB and it's not happening. It's like,
oh. I don't want technology. Do you know what? I'd rather sit in a room with somebody and fucking review a beer than fucking press buttons. I ain't got time for that. It costs too much over, didn't it? Go to fucking York and stop over.
True.
See, the biggest problem I have is JB's a Southampton fan, and it just doesn't. Well, to be fair though, they are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, you're all shit.
Yeah, so that I said I watched Pompey last night. Scored by Derby. They were fucking awful.
Doesn't matter, Baz. You go up and down like us, so doesn't matter.
Shut up, Baldy.
Mark Jones is in. How you doing, Mark? Hope you're keeping well. I've got you on the telly now. Christ!
Oh God, we're on the telly.
Yeah, we don't talk much.
Yeah, we haven't looked at the comments, have we? Come on.
Yeah,
come here.
Roll out some of the comments.
No, I'll just get the. Come on.
So here's a question for you, because I've watched a few people's. Obviously, Baz has got a beer calendar. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
I'll go get Hugo. Hang on a minute. No, I ain't. He's a bastard. He ruined one video, mate. Trying to fucking hump me. Beer calendars. Beer calendars in YouTube. Good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, good thing.
Yeah.
If you can do it, then fair play to you.
At the end of the day, it's your channel. So if you want to review a beer,
yep,
you review it. And I've had a few people comment on mine saying, I've got the same calendar. I agree with you, this, that, and the other. Don't make me right, does it? Or him right, but
I like. Obviously, with Wanda, the big calendar is slightly different, where she goes out and sources the beers themselves, so it's a homemade thing. But where you've got like a Beer 52 one, Brewdog one, I had one from Beer Nuts a couple of years ago that was a bit like the Beer 52 one. It was fucking rubbish.
I think I had the Beer Nuts thing. I had a birthday one from the Twitter.
I thought it was fucking rubbish, mate, to be fair. You get, like you say, you get bogged down by session IPAs, fucking lagers, and there's no real big
imagination, is there in here, or it's all like done to a price tag.
Yeah, so they're going to squeeze the margin out of that thing as much as they fucking can.
Yeah, there's not much value in it, is there? When you look at it in the big picture.
No,
not nowadays. No. I don't think.
No.
Unless you go to a bottle shop, a local bottle shop to you, or I know certain people don't. Chris Beer Reviews doesn't like local beer emporium or off license. Evening, Chris. Hope you keep well. Unless you go to a bottle shop, local beer emporium off license, and say, "Here's an amount of money. I'd like this amount of beer for that price. What can you do for me?" And then you come out with a beer calendar for that price. I think the stock ones. I mean, I would say I've watched David J's or the beer, the Brewdog one. I would be fucking livid if I had that.
Yeah.
Do you think, right? Interrupting here, sorry, but
that's right.
We do this all the time, don't we? So we drink lots of beer. Right, so we've had good beers.
That's a horrendous slur on my character.
But my point is, these advent calendars are released for Bob Smith, aren't they? From fucking Telford. They're supermarket beers. A lot of them are released for mass purchases. Now, when you drink as many beers as we have, probably between us, different beers, you can see the difference between a well-brewed beer, a half-decent beer, and a really shit beer.
Yeah.
Whereas all they're doing is whacking out 24 beers in a case, flog it to somebody. Because it's not mass-produced, they can charge what they like, and people buy it. So, it's when we sit there reviewing them, it's maybe, I wouldn't say harsh, but it's a true reflection on what really is a good beer and what isn't.
I got my old man the Fuller's Advent Calendar box for his Christmas present, and originally it was 70 quid to buy it before the 1st of December, and then it went down. But I think by the 3rd of December it went down to 48 quid for 24 beers. And the majority of the beers in there, they're cool beers. So you've got London Porter, you've got London Pride, all the usual suspects in there, and then a few extras chucked into the mix,
aren't they? Still worth £2, to be fair.
That's what it boils down to. £2 a beer, and then you've got some of the vintage beers in there, like you got the 2018 or 2019 vintage in there. You got some of the special releases that they don't put out in the supermarkets. So I thought it was not too bad value, really.
Bear in mind, they've still got to do, I don't know what box they come in, but they've still got to do these sort of like Christmassy boxes.
Oh, yeah, it's a proper advent calendar with all the openings and everything.
They cost money. They're not going to be selling hundreds of thousands of them, are they?
No.
So it all adds a few quid on top of the price. So, but yeah, if you're getting good beer and you're getting it at a half decent price, I think that's fair. I don't know what the wife paid for this calendar. She pre-ordered it, so I would guess at least 50 quid, maybe 60. 24 beers, and most of them are 330s and low ABV. So,
is there any sort of catch though with that, Baz, or is it just sort of like you have your advent calendar and that's it, sort of thing, or
I think that was just an order for that, but I've got to cancel the thing tomorrow actually because I was
just say that they're bastards to fucking cancel, mate. Beer 52, they're hard work, mate. They're hard work.
All right, it won't matter. I told them I was dying about 2 years ago, so this time somebody else is going to be dying, and they haven't touched the If they're that insensitive, I'll just fucking block the cunts on my fucking bank card. Excuse me.
I was with them for quite a while, and it was hard work, really.
Is this Beer 52?
Yeah.
I think like most channels, when you do, I started out and I had a Beer 52 subscription, and then decided I wanted to go off and pick the beer that I wanted to take a look at rather than be sent to me, like most of us, I think. And then the rigmarole of actually trying to cancel it was an absolute ball ache, and in the end I had to threaten them. And I'm like, if you don't, I'm going to fucking do this. And so, and then they're like, oh no. It's like it's shit. It's in the world we live in, where anything on your phone you can subscribe to and cancel immediately that you don't want. But these fuckers make it really hard, and I think that's offensive.
I think a lot of the world these days is you can do anything on your phone when you're handing the money over. When you want to stop them. It doesn't matter who it is, not just Beer 52. Oh, no, you've got to ring us up. You've got to email us. You've got to wait for this. You've got to wait for that. Fuck off. You know what
I think that's very fair.
It's true, isn't it? It is true, though. That's exactly what
it is. A fact of life, isn't it, really, when you think about it overall?
I'd much prefer to go into a bottle shop and just pick the beers that I want, really.
Yeah, no, I think we all do it. We've all listen. We've all got our favourite breweries. We've all got, whether it's a favourite brewery or someone that's local to us that we like to showcase. We all like to go out and buy our own things now. But I think when you start, you look at every avenue that you can get content out there. Beer 52 is one of them. I know Dean's done Bruiser and all of these other things. So you will naturally Baz with his pointer. You got the beer machines. You got all of these things. And ultimately, there's no supermarkets. We can go back to the supermarket conversation from earlier of when I started. You had things like Lost Cosmonauts, just fantastic beer that is no longer there.
Yeah,
it's fucking gone.
It was the golden age, wasn't it? Back a couple of 3 years ago, the supermarket. It was the golden age of beer.
It was,
and we were all blessed, really. You know, every man and his dog could pick up really good, well-made beer.
For £3.
For £3. I mean, it was cracking. But I think them days are gone now, and it's just a case of we'll carry on milking this till we get told to piss off, basically.
The days of Roaster Coaster and Hazy Jane.
Wildebeest. Fucking Wildebeest, £2.50 if you can go.
Yeah, 9%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
9%, £2.50 a bottle. £2.50 a fucking bottle.
What, the Roaster Coaster?
No, the Wildebeest.
Oh, right, yeah.
Was that 11%, Dean?
11%, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I never got that.
In the supermarket for £2.50. I mean, it's just, you have to sort of pinch yourself now, really.
But even you and Barry were saying Roaster Coaster, was it Vietnamese coffee stout from Brewdog?
That's it.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
That was one of my very early ones. That was within 30 reviews. That was, and that was outstanding.
Yeah.
What was that?
We were quite lucky to be in that sort of scene, really.
Yeah. What was that Cloudwater Brewdog collab they had? Do you remember?
The just called New England IPA. That was the game changer. That was the game changer.
Spot on stuff. Yeah.
That was good, but for my taste, I would say it wasn't really up for me. But I've changed since then again. So what a beer I found too bitter maybe back then.
What was the rebrew that they did? It was
Almost Famous. Almost Famous.
No, it was Juice Summit. Juice.
Oh.
Okay, mate.
Yeah.
And it was the first brew was pretty awful, and then they rebrewed it and relaunched it, and it was.
What is that?
What was it? What was this beer? What was it?
It was Juice something. It was called.
What, Brewdog?
Fort Pure done a beer called Juice.
No, it weren't any of the big boys. It was someone under the radar.
Elvis Juice. That's Brewdog, though, isn't it?
No,
I can only think of Juice Forsyth. I can't think of any else.
That was shit as well. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest. Yeah, I watched all you lot review it, and I think you all thought it was quite good. I actually thought it was terrible. I paid £5 for a can for that. I thought it was awful.
Oh, sorry, mate. I'll have to send you a
London Beer Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was Jungle Summit. Jungle
Juice.
Fucking
kind of bongo, isn't it?
It was completely dog shit, and then they took note and basically scrapped it all and rebrewed it and then brought it out again, and it was pretty good.
They did do that. They did that with their big milk stout as well. They did a big milk stout that was fucking awful, and I tore it into arsehole. They sent me a message saying, We've got a new one. Can we send it to you? I'm like, you can, but if it's shit, I'm gonna fucking say it's shit. It's all right.
Well, why, as a brewery and a company and a business, would you want to whack out shit beer? Dean doesn't go out and leave fucking smears all over his windows, does he? And I don't fucking go out and fucking leave holes in the walls.
I can't comment on
Do you?
this windows.
Why? When it's fucking
Hey,
business,
I'm like Sinbad, mate. Fucking circles.
Hi, Baz, I might want a serving hatch done in my house so you can come up and knock a hole in the wall.
I'll still fill the fucker. 20
I
quid
mean,
for a filler.
you're absolutely right. So I'm not going to.
It's your reputation.
I'm not going to say the brewery, right? But a brewery close to me sent out a beer last Christmas, right? And I tried it at the brewery and I thought, that is fucking horrible. It is awful. And I went to a tap room. There wasn't in the brewery. And I said, look, have you tried this beer? And they're like, we're not happy. I'm like, what do you mean? And they brewed a beer that they knew had a problem with it, and they sent it out anyway. It's like, why are you doing that?
It's not acceptable, is it?
No, it's fucking terrible. So you know there's a problem with this beer, but you're going to send it out anyway, hoping that no one's going to pick you up on it.
Yeah, that don't wash in this day and age, I'm afraid.
No,
it's terrible. Absolutely, really bad.
and at the end of the day, as we've gone on to say multiple times, beer is not cheap. It's not a cheap hobby. It's not a cheap hobby. It's not something that. I mean, the amount of beer I waste even now, I don't drink nearly as much as I have, but it's not a cheap hobby. And when you say to your wife, "I've spent this on a beer," and you're like, "Well, that could have fed us for a fucking week."
Well, just to a certain degree, it's a fucking luxury, isn't it? If you're into your high-end stuff, it's a luxury, isn't it? You know, you don't take it for granted that you're spending £8 a go on a double IPA. You know, that's a treat beer, isn't it?
If you spend that type of money, you want that beer to be perfect as well, and it's
exactly.
Not worse when you spend that money and it's not. You know.
You're more pissed off, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
If you go out on the piss, what will you spend in the pub if you go out with your mates? Or say, £100 would be gone easy, wouldn't it?
Easy.
So if I'm stopping in, I spend say £32 on 4 beers. I got my house comforts. I've had food. I got my feet up, and I'm getting 4 really quality beers for £32. It depends on how you want to look at it and how you want it. But me personally, I'm more down that route. It's a bit old and boring, but
I'm with you on that.
to be honest, Baz, I think we're all old and fucking boring now. We're
all boring.
The thing is, I'll get 8-9% beers for that price, whereas you'll go in the fucking pub and you'll get fucking 3.4% beers that taste as shit.
I mean, if you live in the smoke and you go to a local beer, just a local boozer, I mean, you could get a pint of Old Speckled Ale and you wouldn't get much change out of a tenner, would you?
That's shocking, isn't it?
I know I've actually got a keg of that. I know you're going to go, oh, you bad fuckers. I never reviewed it yet, but that cost me. It was actually a free keg. But if you look at what I charge and what I'm going to get back off it, that's coming at about £3 a pint. And if it's better than the bottle, it's still cheaper than going out, isn't it?
You've got the pro, haven't you? So you can set that to a nice temperature because I think 3 degrees would just spoil that beer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's just going to mask all the flavour at 3 degrees, isn't it?
It's fucking stupid, isn't it? For an ale.
7-8 degrees, something like that. That's I think 7-8 is a nice steady temp for a dark beer. You can go higher, but
it's like when they bought that Magic Rock stout out, wasn't it? Before the Pro came out, and it was 3 degrees. Yeah,
I saw someone review the Magic Rock stout on the Perfect Draft
without reviewing it.
Without reviewing it,
and gave it a 0.
Oh, zero, he gave it 0, didn't he? That's fucking brilliant.
Well, it wasn't me then, because I don't give fucking noughts, do I? So,
Oh dear.
So we going back to a question earlier where someone said, "What's your least favourite style of beer?"
Oh,
What's your favourite style of beer?
oh.
I said that.
No, you did, Barry. That was very quick.
Very
You
quick.
want me on? I ain't got fucking money. Time is money, pal. I've got to get this stuff out now.
I didn't realise. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't realise I had to pay you to come on here. Fuck it.
9:30. You got 8 minutes of me, pal, and then I'm on overtime.
Fucking hell.
Go on then, JB. What's your favourite style?
I've got a few actually, to be honest.
You can't have a few, you fucking idiot. You got to be one. Your favourite.
I'll tell you what. If I walked into a bottle shop,
you're on your deathbed, right?
Yes.
The fucking nurse is about nurse. The nurse is about to take the fucking needles out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can have one more beer.
Yeah.
What's your style?
Black IPA.
Oh, fair play. Fair play.
Well, you whacked in one there, didn't you?
Yeah, black
I was
IPA.
not expecting that.
Straight under the radar.
Yeah, it is. It's. I love it. If I go into a bottle shop and I see loads of cans, I only got a few quid on me. If there's any black IPAs, I will get them. There you go.
Yeah, fair play.
Followed by a load of other different styles.
Followed by 4-pack starters from Aldi's.
I like a smoked beer as well. So.
Oh yeah, smoked beers.
I do like a one of them. One of them would do
What
me.
What about you two?
Go on, Dean.
Oh, West Coast or a stout. I do like a good stout.
Yeah. Why not?
Preferably MP, but I'll go with sort of 6% stout.
I will.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's got to be West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah,
West Coast and Vice beer.
Yeah.
No. Vice beer isn't my favourite style. West Coast, I do like. I will follow JB on this one because a really well made, bitter black IPA is fucking fabulous. Because, and the reason being is you get all of those bitter notes from from an IPA, but that roasted malt,
the best of both worlds.
Is just
it
fantastic.
It adds to it for me. It does.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've probably not actually thought about that, but the amount of times that Oregon Trail from Elusive Brewing is probably my favourite beer in the UK from Elusive Brewing. It's fantastic. But they did a midnight one, which is a black IPA version of it, and it was fucking awesome because you've got all of that bitterness from Oregon Trail, and then you've got the bitterness from the roasted malt as well, and it just blew it off the scale. Fabulous.
Totally agree because I've had that and it was really good.
Brilliant.
It was good. It was good beer. I love that style. I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get enough of them. That's
people see the breweries just seem to shy away from it. It's a style that doesn't really get brewed a lot. And
it's a shame. Big shame.
Underrated style, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I remember St. Austell did the proper black. If you remember all them years ago.
Yeah.
That was a good black IPA. I thought
that ended up in Asda last year that ended up in Asda. It's fucking brilliant.
It was brilliant stuff. I just can't get enough of them, to be honest.
I'm just going to see what Leah wants to eat. What did you want to eat? Leah, what do you want to eat? What did you want to eat? Well, you let me know. We'll go from there. We've had a shit week. Leah, come and tell us your story. Your story of your week where you've been a disease. Up? It's been a fucking nightmare. It's been horrendous. I went to fucking football. I went to see Pompey and who was they playing? Norwich.
Of course you had a nightmare. You went to see Pompey. Fucking hell.
I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of him again. He's annoying me.
To get rid of Pompey, just say Beetlejuice 3 times.
Sheffield United, Sheffield United, Sheffield United.
Top of the league. Top of the league. Top of the league.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Be going back down. Be going back down.
Do you think you'll go back up, Baz?
Hey?
Do you think you'll go back up?
Fucking hell, yeah.
Feel like it.
We genuinely, the only thing that might stop us going up is injuries. But the quality of player I'll tell you what, Wilder has done something special there.
Is it?
He really has.
It's just that man Letizia.
He's not even allowed on Sky, let alone this stream. Oh, here he is.
Not having that. Not having that more straight. That fucking big nose gone.
There he is.
This is Leah.
This is here. Yeah,
Leah.
this is here.
Leah has caused us all sorts of fucking problems this week.
What do you
It's
want?
about time somebody else calls them Scott, isn't it?
So for people that don't know, Leah started on Monday. So you guys, Dean and Barry, 3 years ago the 12-hour live stream.
I was going to say, well, I'm thinking of your wedding. She was only about like that big.
Yeah. So Leah's got a heart condition. She got a trial drug. That's correct, isn't it? A trial drug on Monday. I went off
the day after my birthday.
The day after her birthday. I went off to Pompey versus Norwich on Tuesday. Within 10 minutes of getting to the ground and watching the start of the game, I get a message from Wanda saying, Leah can't breathe. I'm like, the fuck's happening here then? So she's like, I'm like, well, let me know. And I get the typical woman, you're fucking staying at the game then, are you? I'm like, oh, so I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So it's an hour walk to Portsmouth. I walk all the way back. Leah has spent 20 hours in hospital where she can't breathe, and it's been an absolute fucking shit show.
Just getting
battered, fucking bruised, and I don't think we're any further forward, are we, to what actually caused?
No, well, they said that it probably wasn't the clinical trial.
Right.
They gave me such a small dose that it wouldn't have even given me any kind of side effects.
Right.
Because like the whole point is that they want to introduce it, and then as the visits come, they want to then increase it.
Yeah.
So what they've given me is like nothing, basically. Right. And that's why they were so sure that it wasn't them.
But a hell of a fucking coincidence, isn't it?
Okay, right. Can I move on from this slightly?
No.
Slightly. Leah is still there in the background.
Yeah.
Looking good, looking happy.
Yeah.
Still here.
Yeah.
How did Portsmouth get on?
No, we lost 4-0, Barry.
Hey!
He's smiling now, isn't he?
Should we get rid of him?
Letizia,
blocked.
Well, we drew 0-0 on fucking Tuesday, but shocking game. Absolutely shocking.
Yeah, you're going to struggle this season, mate.
Hey, Pompey.
Yeah. Join the club.
Do you know what the bad thing is? We drew against them as well.
Sheffield Wednesday, aren't they?
Oh, yeah,
no, not Wednesday.
Baz.
Don't you dare say the Wednesday.
Baz. Leah's boyfriend is a Wednesday fan.
No.
Pick up the Owls.
Oh.
The old Owls.
We beat them.
Oh.
Oh.
I
Oh.
say. Oh.
Oh,
Let me have me moment.
I was
You can
cheering
have
on
your moment,
Leeds
Baz,
earlier.
but it'd be very brief, mate. Because I'll tell you what, we'll pass you on your dual carriageway when you go.
You probably will, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we will. We will.
Yeah, fuck it. That is the greatest part of this is that Southampton are fucking worse than we are. We are absolute shit. But scum as
We're
they fucking-
terrible. I'll be honest with you, Scott. Yeah, we are absolutely dog shit at the moment. We really are. And I don't mind saying it. So
Yeah.
To
Have you
be fair,
signed
I
something?
know a few
Oh,
Leeds
okay,
fans I do,
paper.
local to me and
Right.
that, and
I'll bring my
past
phone.
players and what have you.
Right.
So at the moment,
Yeah.
all I'm bothered about is annoying them little bastards.
well, they drew
Leeds,
today,
yeah.
didn't they, with Preston? Was it 2-2? Was it with Preston?
1-1. And Leeds
Oh,
got an
1-1.
equaliser 93rd minute. I was like, flip.
It's been a long week. So I'm just going to touch on that very slightly. Wanda, they went in at 8 o'clock on Tuesday evening and didn't get out till 5 o'clock on the Wednesday. Wanda and Leah had no sleep, and it's just the care. I'm not going to bemoan the NHS, but they are fucking useless, absolutely fucking useless. And I don't care. Absolutely fucking useless. When you're leaving a girl who's got a fucking heart condition, and some woman walks in that's banging her head against a fucking wall, and they put her in a cubicle on her own because they don't want her making any problems, and you got a girl that could actually fucking die, you got a problem.
Yeah.
So
That's not the staff, though, unfortunately, is it?
Come on.
So
That's not the staff, is it? Unfortunately,
Hang
And I've had that with Danielle.
Yeah, I
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Not
not
very-
the staff, but people do play on whatever they've got to get in quicker.
Of course they do. Go on, Liam.
Yeah, the reason
So-
that they kept me is because my troponin levels were really high, which is like the thing in your blood that can measure for like heart attacks and stuff, and when the heart is in like distress. And it was, so the number is meant to be under 10, and mine was 301.
I'm
So
back
they
again.
were like, so that's the reason that they wanted me to stay.
So it should be under. So you whatever level that Leah was at, it should be under 10. And is it was it 300?
301, yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm not knocking anything. Unfortunately, the staff are governed by the NHS, aren't they? And,
The whole system's fucked, though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, of course it
Yeah.
is. Of course it is.
So it's. I'm just glad I'm kind of healthy, really. I'll be one of them that just kind of drops dead. Really, I think.
I reckon what we should all
be
do.
the best way.
I reckon what we should all do is us four. Let's get PJT on this.
No, it'll be dead way before.
No. I think this is a brilliant idea, and I've literally just come up with this. I think JB is obviously frozen or he's dead. What we could do is us three, Simon, and I've got no problem with Simon these days. Anybody that knows, I'm good. Simon, Raggy, and we all go and have an annual checkup, and then we post it online and see who's the most fucked. That's a brilliant idea. You've got to post everything you've come up, everything that your things come back with. You've got to post that, absolutely fucked or not.
I think I'm having trouble.
I don't need to do that. If I'm
Trouble.
fucked, I won't be here anymore. So simple.
But I think it's fucking brilliant.
You don't need a telegram, do you? You know.
How fucking brilliant! How brilliant would that be? You got to post. We get all the levels, so you do I've avoided my 40-year checkup for 10 years. That's how fucked I am. So I will go and I'll go and have my checkup. You get all your fucking blood details, your liver, and do everything. And let's see who's the worst.
Scott
I think
hasn't avoided it.
I think a lot of folk would come back pickled.
But how fucking brilliant! How funny would it be?
It'd be good. It'd be interesting.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
No. Oh, shut up, Baz. Why do you think I'm out there running 15 miles a week? I'm trying not to be the fucking unhealthiest of the lot of us.
Oh,
That'll never work. That's why they told me. I don't care about your health. I'm just worried about mine.
What do you mean? Hang on a minute. What do you mean you don't care about my health?
I don't. I've got too many jobs to do, pal. I got walls to be painted.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. No. Thank fuck. When do you all finish for Christmas?
Next
Eve.
Friday.
So JB's on the 20th, is it? Friday, 20th?
Yeah, 20th.
Yeah, I'm actually working Christmas Eve, but I've got a deal with my boss that
Is that still BT?
that's not public, Barry, but yeah, thanks.
No, you're still there. I'm more surprised that you're still there, to be honest.
So am I, Barry, but fucking that's not the fucking point. I try not to publicise. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of him in a minute. Yeah.
All right. Got British Telecom.
25 years next year.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's a long way. That's a long innings.
It is, isn't it?
Fucking
Why'd you
tell
get
him,
It's a long innings.
fucking tell me, mate. I've had to put up with them, or they put up with me. To be fair, it's been
You're
a
like
while.
married twice now.
I might own them at this point. The fucking shares they've given me over the years. But yeah, it's my job. I keep my job very, very. Yeah, thanks, Barry.
I'm sure you've said
I'm
that
in trouble.
times in the past. Anyway,
It's not a secret, mate. I just don't. Somebody reported me about. I'll tell you what. I'm going to be completely honest. I like to be honest. When I put the video out about Simon, right? This is genuinely true. So I put the video out about Simon about all the shit. I'm not going into that because me and Simon get on all right these days. But I was driving up the M3 this one day. I get on well with my boss at the moment, and I get a phone call from her.
You're driving home for Christmas.
No, I wasn't. So I'm driving up the M3, and I get this phone call saying. So my boss phones me. She says, "Have you got a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "Who's asking?" She's like, "Well, I am." I'm like, "I might have. Why is that?" She said, "Well, we've had a complaint." I said, "What's the complaint about?" "Well, you put a video out yesterday." I said, "I put a video out most days." She said, "But this is obviously upset a few." I went, "And?" I said, "What's that got to do with you?" She said, "Well, I'm your boss." I said, "But you're not my fucking YouTube boss here." She went, "Right." So she said, I said, "What was the complaint about?" She said, "Well, I don't really know." She said, the social media team have had a look at it. I went, "Right." And she said, "There's nothing wrong with it." I said, "Well, no, there's nothing wrong with it." I said, "It's not bringing the company into disrepute. I don't advertise who I work for and never have done. So what's the problem?" She went, "Well, nothing." I went, "Well, it's a conversation, isn't it?" So I've had to, and then I phoned her back. And I said, "Look, I'm going to be honest. I've done some videos in my van over the time." She went, "Right." I said, "But I put a little bit of sticker over who I work for." She said, "Well, you need to stop doing that." I said, "Okay." So I stopped doing that, and I just wear a different fucking t-shirt now. It's fucking mad, isn't it? Well, fucking, it doesn't matter. It's fucking rubbish. So that's why I don't. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't really bother me. It's the end of the day. I keep work and what I do for a proper job very separate. But yeah, I don't give a fuck. People know what I do and what I do. So there's a guy. He's not in the chat. He's not in the chat now. He's Tony Fitzgibbons. He says to me, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I make people's lives better." Yeah, fuck off.
That's why I buy internet shit. He does fuck all.
And that. But I always say, I make people's lives better. I don't.
Now that's a little porky, isn't it? Really, to be honest, that really is. Even to people local to you, that's a little porky.
I don't work locally. I work about fucking 50 miles away, so I'm all good. So,
I live so far in the sticks, no fucker knows me.
Yeah, I know. So we were down by you a couple of years ago. We went to.
You weren't down by me, were you? You're in Portsmouth.
I was right next to you, mate. Actually.
Yeah, you were up.
No. So we went. Where did I go? I went to that fucking zip line thing.
You went to Thingy literally about 2 days after I was there.
Where?
Magic Dragon in Wrexham.
Yes, yeah. So we were
about 15 minutes away from me then.
Yeah, so we were so the girls bought me the magic zip line thing that's fucking like a lunatic on fucking acid thing. So did that. I thought I'm gonna try and get back a little bit further out from there because that's Bethesda. Where's that, Bethesda or something?
Bethesda, or I think it's Snowdon,
yeah,
isn't it? The zip line.
Merry Christmas.
I'll just pick something.
Ooh, what's that?
I'll put money over and I'll give you the money. I don't know. Do the chips and something.
Chips and something.
Yeah, starving now.
Hank Marvin.
Huh?
Do you want like mixed meat and chips?
Yeah. What's mixed meat?
Like
Scott, do you need me postcode?
Yeah. Barry said he wants the food, so he's getting all the food now.
Do they deliver there?
Yeah, no, they do pork and chicken.
Yeah, it's chicken and lamb.
Well, chicken or pork will do. I don't mind.
No, you said
deliver.
deliver.
That'd be fine.
You said deliver, just no pork and chicken.
As long as you pay, it don't matter.
Fuck off.
Well, you're trying to give me money back from them fucking hospital.
Yeah, that do.
Chicken and lamb.
Yeah, that do.
Yeah.
And
do you want a medium or large?
No, medium. I'm not.
No, get him small. He's putting weight on. The old fat fucker.
I'm going to run fucking 10 miles tomorrow.
Yeah, but if you get a small one, you can have a day off.
I'll send the money over.
Did you want a drink?
Do I want a drink? No, I've got fucking loads here.
Bloody hell. Well, how many, do you want big or small? Do you want a drink? What else?
Like waitress service.
Isn't it? What else do you want? It's all right.
Have you all eaten? Have you all eaten food, like proper food? Oh no, Barry's that
really funny on
Oh.
this. So
I don't eat proper food. I eat hot food.
Hang on, it doesn't say Maltesers, it said mattresses.
Mattresses.
And then Snickers as well.
Snickers is Sniskers. What's happening? What's going on here then?
It really makes me laugh every time.
My word.
Mattresses.
I don't think I want to eat mattress. I don't want to eat in a mattress. That sounds awful. Yeah, let me know how much and I'll send the money over.
Okay.
Where were we at? Where were we at?
10
What were we
minutes.
talking
Got to
about?
go. How fucking much?
Yeah. So hang on.
Yeah.
I need a fucking. I'm hoping the money's
No,
coming
you
in for
wanted
this
the
live
Snickers?
stream. Otherwise, we're all done. What are we all drinking anyway? What have we got? Oh, Barry's on his fucking point.
Well, you know what I want?
No, I've just drunk that
empty
actually.
Look here. Look, this is how bad it is. It's there next to me.
Bloody hell, look at that.
See,
That's
I
the biggest
actually,
fucking point you'll see.
Dean, what you on, mate?
What are you on? Oh,
I'm
you're
still on the habit, mate. Still whacking the habit out.
Whacking the habit out.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's not a bad beer, actually, to be fair. Considering it's group
I
on.
started on this beer.
Broken Skull, Steve Austin.
And I've got a video coming out. I've got an unboxing. Someone sent that to me. Very kindly sent it to me. and it sent me another beer actually, which JB's drinking. So that'll be coming out at some point. So I haven't had it. Is that any good?
I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't mind it. It's just the price tag of it, really.
I don't want to. It's like me, I'm probably like you guys. If I'm looking for something to review, I don't want to be buying 4 of them.
I try not to, but I get
I'm the same.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and I fell for that really because it's 4 of them. So
I saw that. I saw that about 2-3 months ago in Morrison's, and I'm like, I'm not buying 4 of them. I don't. It offends me where it's like the Camden Stout. I'd like to try the Camden Stout. I'm not buying 4 of them.
Yeah, that's all right, but it's along the lines of Guinness, but
yeah, the deviations. I think what made me buy that was Timothy Taylor's on the can more than Northern Monk. To be honest,
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what made me buy it. It's that Timothy Taylor's on that can. It's not often you get something with Timothy Taylor's on a can. So
you wanted a Christmas jacket, right? And you saw Scott Reviews Things or my name on it. You wouldn't buy it because Scott Reviews Things was on it, was you? Looking at his
depends
jacket,
what it is.
Well, look at his jacket now. You wouldn't do it, would you? You wouldn't do it.
I don't know. I've seen worse.
Have you?
I have, yeah.
Been sitting there in the background going, "Oh, fucking hell."
Hang on a minute. I've got fucking trousers and fucking matches, you know. It's a full suit. It's not just a jacket. It's a whole suit.
Not on YouTube, it ain't, mate. It's just a jacket.
Oh, no, I've got them on. I've got my fucking.
No, I don't want to see the rest. Sit down. Sit down. I don't want to see you, cracker.
The cracker? No, it's not a cracker, mate. It's not a cracker.
More like a piggy blanket.
So what are you all up to Christmas Day? What are the plans for Christmas Day?
Avoiding everybody in my house.
How much do you
I
need?
fucking hate Christmas. Go away. Leave me on my own.
$7.99 for yours.
I've seen you for the last 360 days. What the fuck do I need to see you for Christmas Day?
Shut up.
Oh, it's that ginger bastard. Look at him. Here you go. Up here. Come here.
Come up,
Up here. What's this? What's this up here?
Oh, Leah loves me. She's a star, Leah.
Here he is, look. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot dog's here.
Bless him.
Ginger bastard. Fucking cunt.
Scott used to be ginger when he was younger.
Sounded like Harvey
He's a
Price
fucking
saying that.
knobhead, that dog. He tried to fucking hump me the other day in a video. Fucking absolute arsehole.
I was just saying you sounded like Harvey Price when he said that. Fucking
Who did?
God.
Who said like Harvey Price?
You did. Have you ever seen the video?
Send you.
Red card. That is one. That is a red card.
Sorry.
That's
yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what to say now because that's awful.
Scott's on YouTube
It's
Studio
kind of
now.
like, have you seen it? Seen it on Loose Women? That thing on Loose Women. He goes, Harvey, what do you say when people are nasty to you? Shut up,
say
you
hello.
fucking cunt.
There's this channel gone
Sorry, you knocked me off now.
forever.
JB, I'll send the 50 quid over after tomorrow.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Scott's there going, oh my God. Dean's,
Oh my God.
Dean's leading back then. I'm not getting involved in this one.
Yeah, no. Right,
I'll go to red card now.
it'll be really.
Delicious.
He's got a proper job glass. Where'd you get that
I
from?
have.
Where did he get it from? It came from St. Austell, surely.
No,
He borrowed it.
I'm just
no,
wondering.
I actually did borrow it. So, the guy that I work with, he said he'd been down that way and he bought a pint. He was offended by how much it cost him, so he's borrowed the glass. He said, "Did I want it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, and it's fabulous. I look at the proper job.
Did he say how much it cost him? The pint?
Yeah, it's about £5 something. It's fucking nothing.
Yeah, I suppose £5 something is going rate, isn't it?
And that's the thing. Whenever you go out, I don't know about you guys now, but if you, I've not been to Wetherspoons. I'm not shitting on Wetherspoons here. I don't think I am, but I've been to. If I've been to Spoons or a normal pub, you're looking at a £5 a pint now. Most places.
Anywhere, I think, unless
Yeah.
you go somewhere shit, getting a standard shit beer.
Yeah.
Or standard beer.
So if I go to where we normally go to, the Brewers Tap in Milton, I'm looking at probably £6 for 440 ml. That's what I generally pay. Right. So I know it's less than a pint, but I know most of the time I'm getting a half decent beer. And it's not, when you're looking at a beer, it ain't that fucking much, is it?
No. What out of all of you would say is a standard price for a beer, a pint of beer? For me, I look at it and I think nowadays, if you're paying a £5 for a pint, it's the going rate. If you get
£5 to £6 a pint.
Yeah.
In a pub,
if you're lucky. If you're lucky.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't disagree. We go back to the conversation earlier about pale ale and IPA. I'm going to pick an IPA over a pale ale every day of the week. So depending on strength, I fucking pay. I do pay. I think we all do. We all pay stupid. But when you walk into any place where they sell half decent beer, and again it goes down to the brewery. It goes down to the brewery. Beak, Rivington. Who else are we going to look at? So some of these really big breweries that you think, I will shell out a little bit more because I'm almost guaranteed a half decent beer for my price.
Yeah.
Then you've got the likes of people taking the piss that are doing Peroni, pints of Peroni for fucking £7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not fucking worth that. Peroni's fucking shit. I reviewed it, and I said it was all right, and the first pint out the keg was all right, but it was still average.
Bang average for top dollar, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Where you have to weigh it up sometimes. We've all bought a beer where it's fucking overpriced, and then you've had it, you think, oh, why have I paid that much for it? But you take a little bit of a chance on it because of the brewery name but then I go to football, and there's a pub on the way. So me and my mate Gary, we stopped there, and you got a garden bar, and he drinks fucking Madry and all that shit. And the only thing they got on the tap of there is Beavertown. Is it neck oil, which is shit. Absolute shit.
Used to be good.
Yeah, it used to be good, but shit. Yeah, but it's about £5.50 a pint. And so last week I said to him, it's taken me, it's a year I've been going with him. I've known Gary for years. I'm like, it's going to go down to staggeringly good. They've got a half decent lager in there. You know, I don't like all these fucking craft beer stuff. I'm like, just come in there. If you don't like it, we'll go back to the Rose and Jane. he comes down there. He has their beer basol, which is just it's a nice Heller's lager. He's like, I quite like that. I'm like, fucking brilliant. So I can go in there. I know everybody in fucking Staggeringly Good is brilliant, and I can have a half decent beer, and I'm paying exactly the same amount for my beer that I'm paying at the pub up the road and getting a half decent pint now.
Yeah.
Result.
It's quality you want, isn't it?
And it
Yeah,
wasn't a result.
definitely.
It wasn't a result for Pompey. They were fucking rubbish.
For a change.
Oh, shut up, you. Right, lads. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to go and have some dinner. I'm fucking stuffed.
I have to say, it's been brilliant tonight.
It's got to go again.
I have to say, it's been brilliant tonight. It really has, Scott. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
even he says it's
enjoyed
really
it.
brilliant.
Mate, everyone watching said, "Oh, fucking hell." You ain't looked at my comment.
Thank you ever so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Everybody that's joined in. Thank you to Dean, to JB, and to Baz for coming on. It is I've enjoyed
Been
my
nice,
night.
really nice. Been really nice.
We need to wait for next month's massive 10-year beer stream for Dean and JB. 10 years these guys will be going next year. A fucking hell of a next month, hell of an achievement. So they really do need to do a joint stream together.
I'm up for it. Totally up for it. Totally up for it.
I'll send you a message, Jonathan, and we'll sort something out for that, I reckon.
Yeah, I think we need to do something, I think.
JB had no air, Dean did. So I think
grass don't grow on a busy road, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, mate. Been brilliant.
Beard, but Dean's got a grassy verge, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
Anyway, guys,
no, it's been brilliant tonight.
Fantastic Christmas. Thanks very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to have something to eat. Oh, good. See you soon.
Buenos Aires.